So I get in the car at my house, I fight a chicken, and I kill it. I go to like CVS because I need garbage bags. I get them, I get back in the car, I gotta fight another chicken. It's been 4 minutes since I just fought a last chicken.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's Feidelberg and Clancy. We got Trevor Wallace on the show today. We've got Am I the Asshole? We got our voicemails. It's still hot as shit, and the summer take has been one that I never envisioned being this big of a deal, but people are getting angry about it.
It's honestly, it's actually a great example of why I just keep saying things, because we've been, like we said, we've been saying it for years. And it was always like, people agreed, or people like, it wasn't really a big thing. It is a massive deal
nuclear. That's why it's hard, though. It's like, I don't like to do the same shit, but it's almost like you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the chiropractor the other day, and I posted the pictures of he did x-rays, so that there's all like the hardware in my body. So I just thought they were cool pictures. I posted them on Instagram, and people are like, what is this? Like, you got to tell the story. I'm like, I guess there's just like always new people coming in who don't know things that you just got to keep repeating, but then I feel like an asshole.
Was that story, was that neck injury, is that the wave, or is that those sleepwalking?
It's all
all of it.
I mean, it's all over the years. I mean, the sleepwalking was the shoulder, and then the back, and then the neck. I mean, it all just degenerates from
the wave.
It's just
that happened, right?
Yeah, that was like, so I had shoulder surgery, and then I was body surfing, and then that's when it popped out the second time.
I see. Okay.
And then at that point it dislocated. I guess I'll just fucking tell that if people haven't heard it before. Yeah, so I was a freshman in college, went sleepwalking, dislocated my shoulder. Bad. Like, destroyed my shoulder. When I posted it on Instagram, my boy Terrence Ross, he's like the biggest fucking Barstool fan, Instagram user, loves 1 Minute Man. He's always talking on my shit. He's like, yo, dude, did you get hit by a bus or what? And I was like, funny enough, that's what the doctor said. The doctor said to me, were you in a car accident or a football injury? I was like, neither, bud. Not even close.
Bodies are.
So yeah, no, that was just sleep. That was just sleeping.
Sleepwalk. Okay.
I was sleeping, and then dislocated my shoulder. Tore it to pieces. I remember the first doctor I went to told me if we immobilized it, not like normal way on a sling, if we immobilized it like this for like 6 months, I could have got away with no surgery. And I was like, okay, like that sounds a little weird and unorthodox, and I don't know if I want to just be like having my wing out there for 6 months. Imagine that if I was just
how you sit in a car?
How do you do anything? So I was like, I don't want surgery, but that sounds almost worse. I go to a second doctor, second opinion. He was like, oh, heavens no. He's like, are you crazy? He's like, I don't know who told you that, but like that person shouldn't be a doctor. You absolutely need surgery. Your shit is shredded to pieces. Labrum, rotator cuff, tendons, like all of it's gone. So
doctors are fucked up, man. Doctors, I think we give doctors too much respect. I think most of you guys don't know shit.
I bet you like 1 in 10 are worth it. I mean, think about any other profession. It's probably the same.
Right. Yeah. Some people are pretty good at it. Other people get by. Other people are just completely lost out there.
Even if you're smart, like you start to mail it in, you don't care. You're having a bad day. You're having a bad year. Like whatever.
Imagine having a bad day and it leads to like, and then like someone coming in and being like, oh, I'm sick. You're like, I don't fucking care.
If I had just taken one opinion, I'd be fucking walking around with my wings sticking out for 6 months.
I'd have done that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't want surgery, but
I wouldn't have wanted to. But like, I would have been like, well, if you say so,
I was
doc,
gonna say,
sure.
I
tie me up like that.
I definitely don't know why I got a second opinion, and probably like my parents maybe, because I probably would have been like, doctor said so. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, like the surgery I had, I guess it was necessary because like they said like once they got in there, it was even more fucked up than they thought, like my shoulder, but like. I saw a doctor because it hurt to drive. Like I couldn't get my hand high enough to like to turn the wheel, and that was the only reason where I was like, well, "Fuck this! Like I can't drive. I have to get this fixed." And I saw a doctor, and he's like, "I'll do surgery tomorrow." And I was like, "Word." And that was it. Like it wasn't quite tomorrow, but
That's
it was
crazy.
like it was like a few days. He's like, "Yeah, I'm free." It was. I think I've said this before. He's like, "Yeah, I'm free in like 3 days," and I was like, "Perfect." And then 3 days later, I just didn't. I don't think about things ever. And
it's like, oh shit,
it was Halloween, and like it was on All Hallows Eve as a sophomore at Florida State University. I got an elective surgery.
You are an idiot.
I got picked up by my buddy in a Rufio costume.
Right.
Yeah, he came in. I was like, bro, you couldn't even pop on a shirt. Like he came in like with like the leather vest with no shirt under it and a red mohawk. Like, you couldn't have taken the mohawk off and you couldn't have put on a shirt. Like
just put a jacket on over it.
None of this was necessary. Thought I was on fucking drugs when I saw him first. I was like, what are you? I was, but. Dude. Bro, did I ever tell you? I think I've told this story before for just doing surgery stories. By the time, this is how I know I'm willing to die and ready, because I just did. I've done it.
Died?
I have said lies that would lead to my death, and I just didn't die.
Yeah. What would they were you like didn't want to admit there was like drugs in your system or something, right? And they were like, this will interact like wrong with this drug.
And I just didn't want to go back out and tell my dad that I had. Like, I was like, if I walked out, I was like,
But you know
I was like,
what?
they canceled surgery. He'd be like, why? And like,
Because
I don't know, the drugs
did
in my
coke last
system.
night.
And I was just like,
But here's the thing. All of that shit. Here's the other thing with doctors in the medical profession. Everything they tell you, you gotta like take the square root of it or multiply it by like 100, one or the other. You know, when they're like, you can only take like 2 Advil. It's like, I guarantee you can take like 100.
Yeah.
So you need to pick the lowest possible dose that still has an effect so that they don't get in any sort of trouble. You know what I mean?
I think
so
that's
when
a
they're
line
talking
in
about
Scrubs when Dr. Cox is talking. JD, who's Zach Braff, is confused. He's like worried about how much medicine to give to an old person, and he's like, "It's ibuprofen. Open her mouth, throw a handful. Whatever sticks is fine."
Absolutely, man. Like 100%. It's like, especially when it's like you can do a lot of drugs, right? Bad drugs. So the good drugs that they sell in the store, imagine being like, oh my God, I took 4 instead of 3. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. All of that shit over the counter. Give me a break. But the that's fucking hilarious that you had Rufio drop you off, man.
Pick me up.
Pick you up.
Pick me up.
So you're like, that's what it matters too. It's
Yeah.
like, you need to make sure somebody can
They were
get
like, "This
home,
is
you're all
your ride
groggy."
home?" I was like,
You know what I love for doing? Tell us your surgery stories. Tweet at us your favorite stories of going under the knife. When they give you the sedative, the sedation or whatever, the anesthesia.
Yeah.
That like few seconds.
When they like count down, I'm like, why, man?
Have you ever tried to fight it? I mean, I had so many surgeries that by like the 6th, I was like, all right, I'm gonna see how far I can get this time. Because they always joke like count backwards from 100 and you get to like 98 if you're lucky, which is kind of scary. Because that means they do pump you with some shit. If they could put you completely unconscious in 2 seconds, like you would think that it would be like, we're gonna ease you into this, so like count from 100, and by the time you get to like 50, you'll be done. It's like 99. Like, yo, you just killed me.
Yeah.
Like, what if, But I remember fighting it.
I had. I'm sorry. You go first.
It was just like, I was like 97, 96. I was like, I got that. And they told me afterwards, they were like, you tried your hardest. You got to like, you almost got to 95.
Dude.
But I remember being like, I'm a pro here. I've done this many times before. I know what. But that feeling, that's 5 seconds of pure bliss. If you could stay, it's so good, and you're just like, I'm gone, and I might never wake up again.
Yeah, I go like, I'm asleep before they even give it to me. I'm out cold. They haven't even injected me yet. They're like, oh, he's pretty deep. Fucking anesthesiologist. I haven't done it yet. I had an anesthesiologist, and this is in, I think, one thing I learned. I had an anesthesiologist whose name was Dr. Risk. He was a burly Russian. I had a surgery on Christmas Eve. And it was. Oh, so actually, this isn't from the E. coli story. This is from my appendectomy. I've been in the hospital on Christmas a lot. And I had like an emergency appendectomy, and like the pre-op room was completely empty because no one scheduled. Like, there's not a lot of emergency surgeries, and no one schedules it for Christmas Eve.
Right.
So I'm laying in the pre-op by myself. And I can see, like, it's kind of like one of those, like, central desks. Like, I can see the nurse on duty, and I'm just kind of laying there waiting. I'm totally fine. I'm, like, without, I'm in a little bit of pain, but they got me on shit. And she gets on the megaphone or whatever it is, the PA. And she's like, Dr. Risk, the patient is ready for the anesthesia. Paging Dr. Risk. And I was like, she's got to be fucking with me, right? Like, she's got to just be having a little Christmas Eve fun. A couple Christmas Eve shenanigans here.
Right.
There's no
That's
way.
totally what they do.
There's no way that, like, the most dangerous part of the surgery, and my doctor's name is Dr.
Risk.
And I actually told the story very recently because someone tweeted at me being like, I had that guy.
Dr. Risk.
Like, people were like, yeah,
I mean,
know
short
you.
of Dr. Death. You can't have a worse name for what is, like you said, the scary. Like, anesthesiologists are like so high paid. They show up, they like boop, like push a button, put a needle in, that's it. It's easy peasy, but it's like, you could kill me.
Yeah.
You take on all the risk, but if you're good at it, it's like the easiest job in the world, right? It's like, yeah, I can do this all fucking day long. But you have a bad day as an anesthesiologist, you're fucking done. Dude. You're going to jail. Dude,
Or
Dr.
I don't know,
Risk.
maybe some kid lies to you about what's in his system, and you don't adjust the medication for it.
Dude, that's crazy that you could have just killed yourself. And the fact that they don't like they really shouldn't take your word for it.
I mean, I told them the truth. It wasn't like I'd done it the night before. I told them the truth. Well, no, I didn't tell them the truth. I told them I'd done
Definitely
it.
not done the truth.
It was further away than it
Than it
was.
was. Yeah, that's lying. That's lying.
I stretched the truth a bit.
And did the time frame? Did they believe the time frame meant it would be out of your system?
No,
Yes, they did.
No, because they knew. Because that's the only reason they knew was I told them. They don't like test you.
Right, but,
so, like,
but I'm
they
saying
knew to test.
you told them it was how many days?
I told them it was 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And they went-
it was what, one day?
No, it was a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
It was
'Cause I was gonna say,
Actually, honestly, it might even been a week. I probably
right,
just
then you
added
are.
a
Then
week.
you're probably fine.
And I was like, they're like, "Are you sure?" And I paused and was like, "Yes." And then I was just like, "All right, yeah, whatever happens, happens. Let's fucking ride, baby."
Roll these dice, man. And then you got Rufio picking you up. They must have been like, this fucking cokehead and his dumb friends. What an asshole. That's a real friend, though. A friend who will come on Halloween. You know, he's out there as Rufio having a grand old time, and he's like, I gotta go pick up this dumbass who scheduled surgery for like one of the funnest days of the year when you're in college.
Just because I didn't think.
Yeah,
Like,
could have just done November 2nd. You could have waited a couple days. He's got to do October 31st.
it was not. He's like, "Yeah, I'm good in 3 days." I was like, "Perfect, me too."
That is a real friend, which we just learned this week. Apparently, nobody has any more friends. Men don't have friends anymore. Science says, brought to you by Cuts Clothing. If you need a comfortable shirt to get through the summertime, Cuts Clothing's got you covered. A lightweight cotton shirt that fits you right and looks stylish, keeps you
Makes
cool.
you look strong.
Like strong, man. Like you got everybody. You put on a shirt, a Cuts Clothing shirt, you have biceps somehow. I don't know how. I got no muscle. You've seen this. You've seen the X-rays. You know my body's a wreck, and I put on Cuts Clothing. I'm like, oh, okay,
What's up,
all
baby?
right.
Popping.
So Cuts Clothing makes you look like you're in shape, makes you look sharp, makes you feel comfortable, and it's just easy to buy. Like a true guy, we're going to talk about guys and who they are and what they do and what like defines being a man. I think one of those things is just the simplicity of it all. You want things to be simple and easy, and that's what Cuts Clothing are. It's like you don't have to worry about what patterns go with what colors and what styles work with what fashion and all that shit. It's just like, here's a black shirt, here's a white shirt, here's a navy shirt, here's a tan shirt, here's a gray shirt, and that goes along with these pants, and you can get it in the V-neck, the crew neck, the split hem, the scoop hem, whatever styles you want. Just bingo, bango, bongo. It's all monotone colors. It's all easy to pick. Everything that's a timeless classic look, and it'll keep you sharp whether you're going out, whether you're staying in, whether you're at work, whether you're at the bar. Doesn't matter. You will look sharp in the wrinkle-free, comfortable clothing. They've got French terry. They've got anti-wrinkle cotton. They've got all sorts of textiles and fabrics that I don't even know about. Polos, t-shirts, everything in between, and it's the modern man shirt. Right now, you can get 15% off when you go to cutsclothing.com/Clancy. It's the only shirt worth wearing. I mean, I probably have like 15 of them at this point. I've just got every different color, every different style.
I have bags of Cuts all over the place.
All over the place. I do like that it comes in those bags.
It's very nice.
A little Ziploc bag that's like
Great
high
presentation.
quality.
It's all
yes.
about presentation.
Yes, it really is. Cutsclothing.com/Clancy. So science says that, what is it? Like
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking up earlier. So I have I have a screenshot of a tweet I saw. I do that, and I forget about them. But this one I remembered. So Americans have fewer friends. Excuse me. I just had a humongous Mediterranean bowl of beef shawarma.
Ugh.
I just ate so much beef shawarma and
what is beef shawarma?
and yogurt. It's crazy. Like
That is downright vile.
I just ate it. So I was starving.
I don't even know what it is. It might be delicious, but if you tell me you have a belly full of beef shawarma
and yogurt.
and yogurt, that's all gonna come out of you, bro.
Tzatziki sauce. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Americans have fewer friends than they used to. 15% of men and 10% of women have zero close friends. So this is a study done.
Zero?
Zero. So this was done so they did it in 1990 and they did a follow-up in 2021. In 1990, 3% of men had zero close friends. We're up to 15%.
15% of people so lucky. 15% of people don't have anybody to worry about, don't have any fucking friends they have to look after or do things with. I wish I had zero close friends.
In 1990, 40% of men had 10 or more friends.
No, they didn't.
Well, like, so this is, I guess here's the question here is how do you define a friend? 'Cause
friend, you got to define close friend, you got to define best friend.
is it like someone you like turn to when you like need something? Or someone you're honest with?
Well,
because in that case, I have 0 close friends as well.
There's like a barometer of there's certain like social things like in pop culture. Why are we both like burping like weirdos?
I don't know.
I don't have a belly full of beef shawarma. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
actually, I know my answer.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me.
I just wolfed down a
Like, you know, the things of like, who would you drive to the airport? Who would you help move? All that kind of shit.
Yeah. I have a lot of those people, but like I got in a fight.
I don't think that's the real definition. To me, what you just said, there's one friend, maybe 2, that I will tell like the God's honest truth to. When I want to, by the way. Like most of the times I'll still lie. Yeah. But if I really need to tell the truth, when I'm in a jam, when I am down bad, when I have something serious, there's like one person I will go to that's like, you know what? That's not true though, because I could go to you. There's like family, and then I have you, and then I have like one friend that's just like a friend that I met through like life, you know, not through work, not through family, just like through the course of life that I could like tell the real truth to.
Now, like we're talking different in truths here, because like if I was in a pinch, I have plenty of people. I go to you. I got friends where I'm like I need help.
Right.
But like if I'm like so the reason I'm saying it this way is I got in a fight last night with like my best friend on the planet, and he was like, dude, you said you were fine. Like, what are you talking about last week? And I was like, well, yeah, I lied.
Yeah, of course. I wasn't telling you the truth.
You want me to be vulnerable with you? Well, that's not gonna happen.
No.
Like
No.
if that's why we're defining close friends, someone you're vulnerable with, 0.
That's what I mean. Like I have a ton of great guys that I've met that like we could go out right now and pick right up. We could go have a blast. We could have a great convo. I would help him. He would help me. But if you're talking about like showing the real fucking you and like, yeah, being vulnerable, being open, like telling, you know, sharing like your weaknesses or your moments of like failure and shit.
What
like,
I still got fucking Neanderthal brain. I got like, what if one day we got to fight and kill each other, and I tell him my weaknesses?
He knows I'm a pussy.
Yeah,
I can't cry in front of this guy.
I keep this shit secret.
Yeah, man, this is why we're so fucked up. This is why. I mean, it's so what society has done to guys is fucked up.
Also, I have like if vulnerability is the scale, then I have like hundreds of thousands of close friends, because I am actually pretty vulnerable. I'm the most vulnerable into this microphone.
Yeah, but that's
if we're talking
different.
on a phone
they
or like
you don't see them, they're not here.
Yeah.
You know, you're
so
right.
It's you.
The people who listen to this know me way better than 99% of my friends. That one guy. There's only the one guy who knows me, because they don't listen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my friends want to know about me. I'm like, just listen to the episode. You'll catch up quicker.
Yeah, you
know?
only have 9 years to catch up.
Yeah,
you know what's fucking fun I'm thinking about right now? I wonder, and actually, you know, I don't think it's actually as bad. I'm just wondering, like, in the through a Frank Reynolds lens, what's the devolution look like?
The devolution of what?
Us. Over the 9-year run of KFC Radio.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I think about things literally in the sense of, like, there was a time where I was blogging and posting videos from the Hamptons and Jersey Shore about, like, how awesome summer is. And now I physically can't stand summer. So there's, like, that type of shit. There's, like, us as a sports fan. There's us as, like, what we find funny. There's us
I'm
as
just
an
talking
internet
about deranged brain.
And that, yeah, but I mean that all like kind of goes into it, where it's like I think that I'm more deranged now because of all those things that have just changed. Like, it's also just like, you know, life is like you're standing on the shore and the waves are just hitting you. You know what I mean? And so when you're 15, the waves, there haven't hit that many waves, you know? And when you're 35, there are a lot more fucking waves that have hit you. And eventually you're like, fuck these waves. So, you know, there's a lot of shit that can go on in 9 years that, yeah, I think we're just that much more. But at the same time, I bet we're like pretty fucking consistent.
I would think, because I think, like, I don't think my, like, mental state has devolved that. I think my brain is pretty, like, I think it's always just been what it is.
You know what I bet it is? I bet our brains have always been the same, and listeners have known like exactly what we are and who we are, and we are just like arriving to it now.
We're just figuring it out.
Yeah, like if we're like
any doctor could listen to episode 1 and be like,
yes,
yeah, it's gonna be a rough road ahead of you, bud.
Like that time that I was like, I think I'm depressed, and you were like, yeah, dude, no kidding, like that. I think if we were to like tell the audience what we think we are, they would be like, yeah, we knew that in 2014. You know, I bet that's the case. I bet it's like we're the last ones in on the joke or whatever, you know.
But would you want more friends?
No.
See,
no.
I do. But I don't want friends. I don't want friends. I want friends in 1960. I don't want friends in what the current environment.
Want friends with the mental health shit.
What's that?
I don't want the friends under this mental health wave. I don't want friends to worry about me and talk to me and want to help me.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want 60, and I don't want them to text me. I just want to hang out with friends.
Right. I want someone that I occasionally can see. Friends. I have friends who it's like
in my town that I'm gonna invent in Stepping Stone, Vermont.
Yep.
There will be no cell phone towers. No, there will be none.
You can't not have the internet.
Nope, not doing it.
You can't not have the internet.
It's a little fucking back to the good old days.
Yeah. No, can we have internet with no cell service?
Sure.
You know, you can't
I'll
contact
figure it
me.
out.
But
We'll get a satellite.
Yeah, I want to go on the internet, but I don't want you to be able to contact me.
Yeah.
And I don't want I have friends that it's like I'm gonna get together with you for a beer, and when we leave. It's like, yeah, I'll catch you soon, man. It's like, I'll see you in a year and a half. And we both know it, and it's okay that way. And then there's the friends who, God bless them, they want me out more, and they want to hang with me, and they call me up, and they're asking how I am. And it's like, dude, I don't want to do this right now. I don't like to talk about any of this, and I certainly don't want to do it with you. You know?
It's just, you even call
I want to have fun with you right now. I don't want to do the life shit. I want to do the non-life shit.
Yeah, I want to do the life shit ones with blackout.
Sure.
And then we kind of sit
now
by
we
a
can
fire
cry
and
together.
hug and shit.
Yeah.
Like men do.
Right.
You get vulnerable when you can't remember it.
Isn't that funny? It's like guys will be like the most closed off, and then if you get there though, then we're like the biggest pussies ever.
Yeah.
But we just rarely ever get to that stage. I have the best crew of friends, monster number, tons of them. Probably I owe almost my career to them because I feel like, and I wonder if everybody feels this way. It's I think I have the funniest friends in the world. I'm sure everybody feels that way about their friends, right? Because you wouldn't be friends with them if you weren't laughing and having a good time with them. But I'm I think my sense of humor was molded by them and the way I talk and I compiled all of our stories and retell them. The reason I can do all this is because I was around them all the time. But also good. That's it. We're good. You just don't have to put pressure on it or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like when you get older, it's dude, we haven't seen each other, and we gotta. And oh, remember the old days when we used to do this? It's yeah, but it's just not that anymore. But that's okay. You know, it's now we're just friends in a new stage in life, and that's all good.
Yeah, but
this is a recluse talking.
But you still call them close friends.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if I'm. I think about the number of guys I had in my wedding party. I think I had 8 dudes who were because I've moved around a bunch too. So I was these 2 guys from when I was a kid, these 2 guys from high school, these 2 guys from college, these 2 guys from New York, Pennsylvania. But there was 8 guys, and I probably could have made it 10 or 12 that I was these are all people I think my rule was kind of I've lived with you before, if I've been your roommate or known you for 25 years. But there are
and
guys.
And you still keep in regular contact with all of them?
Yeah, I mean, again, these now as we get older and kids and shit, I mean, and I'm bad at it. I fell off probably more than most of my friends, but these are guys that if I did text or want to get together with or whatever, we could pick right back up. There's nobody that I have probably 10 guys that I wouldn't feel have an awkward so how you been? Oh, this is weird. We have to tell each other about our lives. It would just be what up, dude? You know what I mean? Get right back into it.
I was in a wedding party, and I wasn't even a wedding party. I was the best man in a wedding. Let's call it 7 years ago. I think I've talked to the groom 3 times since.
But do you consider a falling out, or you just
no?
Yeah. So if you talk to him today,
honestly,
it'd be fine.
it might not even be.
Yeah, I mean,
I might have left his wedding and spoken to him once.
It's sad, but it's also it's only
Given
sad
a speech at said wedding,
and then never see him again. It's sad if you let it be. I feel you know what I mean. I got a wedding coming up in August that it's a dude who, if he got married. When I got married, I'm pretty sure I would have been his best man. And now, I don't know his girl that well because I just haven't been around for their relationship much because I got my own kids and my own divorce and scandals and all sorts of shit. And so I don't know her as much, so I don't think he would make me his best man because it's I barely even know the girl and all that.
That speech, met the bride once.
Well, maybe I will be then. I don't know. But to me, it's it's not it's only sad if you let it be. It's only sad if you are really desperately holding on to what your friendship used to be rather than, it's when you were a kid, your friends were the guys you rode bikes with. When you're older, your friends are the guys you crush beers with and chase chicks with. Now when you're an adult, your friends are the guys that you hang out at the pool with both of your kids at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
And when you're an old man, it's like, you know, I don't know what that'll be. It's like we're the friends that we go to the fucking our chemo together or something because we're dying. I don't know.
Go to
You know what I
chemo
mean?
together.
What you have these stages of
Bro,
friendship.
I heard chemo. I don't know why. I was picturing anime. I pictured it spelled KIMO.
Bonk.
And then I was just picturing.
Oh wait, I'm getting bonked. I was thinking of hentai. I bonk me. You were just thinking of cartoons. I was thinking of porn.
I was just like, oh, I was like, what is that a thing old people like chemo?
It could work. I could see like there's a Dragon Ball Z character named Chemo. Yeah, definitely.
I think it's because Rudy and I were talking about Too Fast, Too Furious earlier. We were talking about Suki.
Suki Chemo.
Rudy has like a real thing for Suki. Suki almost all the letters are there, so it's almost like an anagram of sorts.
Wow, look at this guy. You have an anagram on the show. Yeah, we'll be friends forever, right?
Yeah, we have to.
But what'll be funny?
Otherwise, we'd be poor.
What would happen?
We could just Mike and Mike it.
What kind of friends would we be? What if we stopped doing this? What if we get our money somehow? We're like, you know what? Like, this is done. Not like there's like a bad breakup. We're just like, we don't want to do this anymore. Would we like stay in contact, or would it be like, I'll talk to you like in a few months?
I would guess
Like the way that I do it. Like I had best friends, guys that I lived with, that I'll catch up with months and here and there go by.
Maybe my
We
best
would
friend
probably
maybe
be
twice
that
a
way.
year. Probably, yeah.
Isn't that weird? Be like, okay, now we're done, so we'll just be regular guys, and I'll talk to you at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
like it would be even harder with you because like my best friends I just see when I'm home. I see him at the holidays. Like, I don't.
Well,
even,
but I feel like there's times where I won't text you because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the show.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or like, wait, I'm not gonna. I don't need to see him. I'll see him on the. And then if we didn't, we would just go back to like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
Yeah, but also when we talk like I called you the other night. We just talked for like an hour.
Yeah.
So,
It's
like-
always like you talk for like you have like one point and then like other shit comes up.
Yeah,
But
which I think is friendship.
Yeah. But I it's almost
we're,
like
we're just rediscovering friendship. Like
There are
yeah,
so
I
many
called you
people-
for one quick note and then we talked for an hour. Like,
bro,
yeah,
this
'cause we're
is
friends.
again. There are probably fans and doctors listening, being like, "These fucking guys, they are so fucked." Because what's crazy is I feel like we are pretty, I guess, progressive or advanced, or like we are open and emotional and like the Beta Boys joke sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so I think we're actually pretty like open in some ways, but I think we are closed off like a motherfucker in other ways. So I don't even know where we fall to think that we might be, if we are like examples of like what's actually kind of good, then I can't even imagine some of these other guys out here.
Wouldn't hope that on anybody.
Yeah, I mean, yikes. But you know what? That sign me up for that 15%. Zero close friends, nobody worry about. I love it.
Less friends, less fights. I got in a fight with a friend
That's
the
what
other
I
day
mean.
because he sent me a song, and he was saying that it is like our friend, and he's like, isn't this so much like this girl? And we know, and I'm just sick of those. And like you only hear that from friends. Like this song is me.
Yeah.
And
when anything that's like that's so us, that's so me, that's so him, her, whatever.
And like you can do it in a joking sense. So here's the deal. I'm sick of it, okay? I'm tired of this fucking this is me shit because you can do it like jokingly and you can acknowledge like, oh, we have some similarities. I'm relating to this art. But when people are like, isn't this so much like, yeah, that's the fucking point of the song.
Yeah.
He sent me the new Dropkick Murphys song. And it's I don't remember. The Queen of Suffolk County. And Boston and Suffolk County. And by the way, real quick side note here. Dropkick Murphys, I wonder if they like what their celebrity is. Because it's so local that like everyone else is like, fuck that.
Yeah.
But you always have that fan base built in there.
Sure, but I'm sure it's like, I wish that someone in California would listen to us too. You don't have to hate us just because we have the one
Boston.
song about Boston.
Right.
But also, you do always have that core. You can
Yeah,
like,
like-
they'll play at the
You say
TD
Patrick's
Bank
Day in
Garden
Boston
forever.
every night.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's like they're like, he's like, isn't it so much like her? And I'm like, well, why? Why is it so much like her? He's like, dude, like she loves Jameson. I'm like, yeah.
So many
And it's
people love
like,
Jameson.
and it was like she fights sometimes. I'm like, yeah. That's everyone. That's the point of the song.
That's why it's popular.
That's everyone in
Yeah.
Boston. That's
Yeah.
every
Yep.
20-year-old
Any
girl.
song that gets popular and reaches the masses, it's gonna have a lot of appeal to a lot of people.
The human experience is not as unique as you think it is.
Yes.
Like, we're all just the fucking same with little things. Like I saw the other day, I think Rosebud put it up. It was like Virginia, and it was like like how to speak you good in Virginia, or how to speak English in Virginia. And it was like, you good? And it was like all these things.
Yeah, you good means like, are you good? Do you need help? I'll see you later.
Like, do people from Virginia think that's a Virginia thing?
Claiming you good, it's a bit much.
Like, hey man, you good? That means, are you okay? And you good? That means like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
and,
you good
and
meaning
you good,
like you're looking down. Yeah, I mean,
there's a million you goods. That's just people just are so fucking tribal, and they think that they're like special, and you're just not. You're just not special at all.
That voice and that exact statement is plucked straight from your college's your 4-year funeral.
And then once you get your high school diploma, it's dead. And then you go to college for 4 years, and that's the funeral. That's the funeral for your dreams. You know?
You want to talk about how much we've changed or not? Like, I don't think you've changed a speck when it comes to that. You're just not. You're just not. I mean, that was Feidelberg from 2014. Right
It doesn't
there.
matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you like. You are the same.
Yep.
You are
it's so true.
You are so not special. It's
Yep.
fucking crazy.
Yep.
And to think
I
that
see
like
that, man.
a band as esteemed as the Dropkick Murphys would write a song about you? What are you, sick?
Bro, the amount of people who, especially probably during dating, where it's like, like you're not different, you're not special. I mean, I used to say it for guys. There's guys and there's girls. There's guys who are like, not my girl, bro. Like that's not gonna happen to us, man. It's like, yeah, you have found the one girl throughout the history of humanity that your relationship's gonna be different. And then you have the girls who are like, I need to find like the right guy who fits like me. You know what I mean?
It's any guy.
He just can't
It's
keep up with me.
absolutely
It's
any
like,
guy.
No, you're just being a bitch. That's what's happening, and you're gonna settle at some point, and like that's it. We all just end up settling for what like kind of fits the best, and then you deal with whatever cliches and stereotypes unfold because we're all just humans. We're all just humans doing the same fucking shit, man. I mean, how many times have we said it? You're not special. Be normal, mediocre, average, male. It's just you're not. Or
you're
very, very few. If you're like
you're
a professional
so-
athlete, if you're, all these things that are top 1%, then maybe. The rest of you, you're all the same.
And you're so easily readable that someone in a studio be it a music studio or a television or film studio can
write a song. Yes.
Can write
Yes.
you.
It's
knowing that you'll go, that's me.
This is why people believe in psychics and shit. They're like, how could you know that? It's like, because everyone has some issues with their dad.
Because the last 6 women that walked in are the same.
Hey, you're all the same. I looked at your clothes, I looked at your outfit,
They were
and I
all
knew
wearing
exactly
the same
what to tell
J.
you.
Crew romper and the same fucking pumps and the
we-
same Louis Vuitton bag.
We see it
and
on the
they fucking
Instagram.
Came in here.
Every like month, there's an Instagram where it's like they zoom in on the girls. They're all wearing like white sneakers. They're all
Yeah.
wearing like brown boots. They're all
And it's not just it's guys. Like,
Sure,
guess what?
sure.
I look like
everybody else.
95% of
Guys,
people in this office.
it's a lot
right
of the
now.
flannel shirts. Like everyone's a stereotype. The way they look, and then so the way they talk and the way they act. And I can write a song having never met you, and you'll think it's about you because you're that fucking cliche.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Although I will say, the first time I don't think I truly related to a song until I was like a full-blown adult. The first time that you're listening to a song that's about like heartache or hardships or struggles or whatever, and you're like, oh, whoa. I think there's the KFC radio calendar thing, the one where I was like, I wish I could just relate to Flow Rider songs.
Yeah.
The
One of my
only,
favorite
the only
quotes
thing
of
I
yours.
wish
Yeah.
that struck a chord with me is Flow Rider songs. Because I think I listened to like the Taylor Swift album for the first time and I was like, oh, this is heart-wrenching because I know what she's talking about. But up until like that point, I was like, none of these, I just like the beat and I like the fucking words because I don't know. When you can actually relate to some real songs, it's like, oh, fuck.
Dude.
Yeah, this sucks.
I think mine was. Never mind. Never mind.
You know what? Leave that in too. Just well, say it. You gotta say it now.
Adam's song. I vividly remember being on a, oh my God, on a fucking, I was going to the Greenbrier in West Virginia. I was on a shuttle bus at an airport, and I was listening to Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, or whichever album it was, I forget.
Yeah.
And Adam's song came on, and I was like,
Yeah, this is
I
the
was like,
jam.
I'm
This is the one.
vibing.
I get it.
And my second one, I know my second one too. It's Simple Plan, Addicted. I'm a dick. I'm addicted to you. Wait, hang on. What are the lyrics to Addicted? There's one where it's like, Oh,
Look
wait.
that up right now because
Hang
we're about
on.
to do Am I the Asshole, and you are the asshole. If Simple Plan Addicted to You is like your fucking song, you are an asshole. We're going to find out who's an asshole here, brought to you by Miller Lite. Part of being friends, too, is sitting down, telling stories, and finding out, like when you're doing Am I the Asshole, it's like you go to the internet, you go to your friends, you go to your people to find out who's wrong here. You tell the story, you want your friends to back you up. Sometimes your friends got to tell you, man, you're the one being the asshole. It's stories like that you got to share over an ice cold beer, an ice cold Miller Lite to be precise, because when you are telling the stories, when you're talking about the hardships, when you're talking about the wild tales, whether they're funny or scary or just like out of control, it's got to be done over a beer, because you need that. You need your safety blanket. You got your Miller Lite there to go through all the crazy shit in life, and you can kick back, have some laughs at your friend's expense, all with a nice cold Miller Lite. Only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin from the Miller Brewing Company. Always celebrate responsibly, of course. But you can also go to MillerLite.com/KFC to find the delivery options near you. Light beer with great taste since 1975, man. So I would have guessed even longer. 1975.
75
I feel bad
sure.
for anybody who's prior to that. Our grandfathers didn't have a chance to enjoy Miller Lite.
No. They had the cool tops, though. Actually, probably in the 70s they had the cool tops, too. We like pull the full thing off.
Yeah. The pull
The actual
tabs.
pop tops, yeah.
Yeah. But man, think about, you came back from World War II and you couldn't even have a Miller Lite. Ain't that a fucking shame? So think about it. You're lucky enough to be alive and be of drinking age during the Miller Lite era, so take advantage of it. Go to MillerLite.com/KFC and get your Miller Lite today. What are these lyrics?
It's actually not. It's just
Not
like,
as bad
and
as you
honestly, it's not even like. I think it was just like the voice of it that really, because like I wasn't like heartbroken as a child, like or not even a child.
That came
like,
later in
like
life.
young teens, like no, but like heartbroken like from a woman, like this
Right,
is, like,
right.
And so like I think it's just I'm a dick is what I got, like because I'm a dick.
Yeah.
And also
That fits,
I
bro.
have a very addictive personality, so I do just get addicted to people. So maybe
Yeah.
I was just thinking about I don't even know what girl it would be, but it was. I don't know. There was someone apparently in my life that made me feel that no, she left me and it really I mean, I'm trying to forget that I'm addicted to you.
You do that voice a
but
little
I
too
want it and I need it. I'm addicted to you. Now it's over. Can't forget what you said and I never want to do this again. Heartbreaker.
Wow, you really hit that last one there. Wow. When's the album coming out, bro? You gotta drop some singles, bro. Some singies.
It's a fucking hot song, man. It's a good song.
Listen, we got to know by the asshole for the ages right here.
Okay.
This one kind of went viral. 11,000 retweets.
I don't know why I started this like as a kickoff. Whoosh.
All right. And I think it's a clear-cut one. This might even be fake, to be honest. That's how crazy it is, one of these written ones. But I'm going to see I want to see if you can argue the other side of it. How about that?
Perfect.
Hello. That's weird to start this off with hello. My girlfriend, myself, my parents, and my brother and his wife all went on vacation in another country a week ago. My brother and I were the ones who did most of the planning of the itinerary, although we did ask for everyone's input. For a background, I make around $150,000 as an IT consultant. My girlfriend is a teacher making $45K. My parents are pretty affluent as well, as is my brother and sister-in-law. My girlfriend knew this trip was coming up and took on a second job waitressing on the weekends for several months to get ready for it. We have always split things 50-50 in the 2 years that we've been together. There was a few times on the vacation when she did not want to go on outings with us, wine tasting, scuba diving, etc. She also would only eat 2 meals a day, simply stating that she was on a budget. My family does favor more high-end places. My parents thought it was very strange that she only eats 2 meals a day, although she normally eats 3. When we got home, I asked her why she
eats 3 meals a day. Grow up.
When we got home, I asked her why she skipped out on several of the outings and only ate 2 meals a day. I mentioned how I heard her stomach growling one night, and she said I was concerned. She said I was concerned about having said I was concerned about her having an eating disorder. She got teary-eyed and said that 3 meals a day wasn't fiscally feasible for her, and neither were the outings that she chose not to go on. She went on 3 of 6 outings. She said she was not expecting everything to cost so much, and she was overwhelmed. She also said she doesn't know if this is going to work out long-term, if she's expected to go on vacations like that with people who make so much more than her. I feel bad that I did not pick up on her discomfort sooner, but we did agree to split everything 50-50, and I don't know why she agreed to come if cost was the issue. am I the asshole for inviting her?
Okay, so what's? I actually,
You don't think this guy's the asshole?
I don't think that. I think the parents are the asshole.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I think everybody in this family can be the asshole. Yeah.
I think that. I think she's also the asshole. I think everyone's the asshole here. How about that?
Bro, why is she the asshole?
Because you fucking put on a show.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking, like, you know I have money. Come to me and be like, hey, can you get my dinner? Like, can you get, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're on vacation with my parents.
Like, well,
first of all, the parents are the dick. If you're a parent and you want your adult children to come on vacation and, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking for me. But, like, you know, when I go with my parents, I always offer to pay.
Yeah, but
and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You know, it's
you're
like,
my kid. I'm the parent. Yeah, your parents pay.
So, like,
yeah.
and I get everyone's not, like,
And a vacation is a little bit different, but yes, for the most part, you think parents are going to be helping or involved.
Like on
or
vacation,
wanna...
I'll sneak a bill or I'll sneak a bar tab or something like that. But like they're not letting me pay for things, and
sure.
I get that's not every family does
but
that.
it sounds like they're
they
affluent,
do.
so
Right.
it's like you would think the parents would step up. I mean, now here's the thing: you're eating 2 meals a day. Your stomach's not growling at night to the point that you can fucking. You know, you don't have hunger pangs to the point that the people in the hotel with you can hear it.
She's
so
doing
this girl fucking probably had to take a nasty dump is what fucking happened. I mean, like
you didn't have an eating disorder. Watch this shit. Watch all this food I'm about to expel. It's been in my gut.
I got a belly full of beef macraw. What is it? Beef
Shawarma.
Shawarma.
Beef shawarma's not that crazy.
I don't know. I've never heard that in my life.
It's like it's having a moment. Watermelon salads and beef shawarma.
There you go.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts are out.
I feel like this dude. Clearly, he's like doesn't have a good relationship with his girlfriend if she can't be like, yo, dude, like this is too much money. Can you help me out? Like, there's no fucking communication or anything there. But then like, he kind of knows it almost. He's like, I wish I picked up on her discomfort sooner. Should I? I feel like if you ask these questions, you know the answer.
Bro, if you're not picking up on someone's discomfort, you're the most narcissistic person in the world. Discomfort is like the only thing you can walk into a room and feel.
And no,
like,
yeah,
I guess elation you can too. I guess you can feel it all, but like discomfort is the clearest one.
Right.
Like, is there a reason like what's wrong? You can walk into a room and go, what's wrong? Like,
you just
know
feel
someone's
it.
uncomfortable. You
And
can feel the fuck out of
and it sounds like this guy knows the reason too. It's like, what's wrong? It's like, oh yeah, you're starving yourself to death because our vacations are too fucking lavish for you.
And also, like, splitting things doesn't apply to vacations. I don't think. I think splitting things applies to normal household stuff, and then extravagant things that falls on the person who makes more money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I don't know if this is just a guy thing from years of just like the norm, but if we plan a vacation, I might not be like I need to pay for the whole thing, but I am certainly not thinking she has to pay her way.
No,
You know what I mean? Like there was definitely a time where the conversation would be like, can we afford this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It would never be like, you gotta, all right, we're gonna do a vacation, like, so get half out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you had to pick up
basically-
a second job.
Yeah, that's what's it's like. So for like 6 months leading up to this vacation, you're like not seeing your girlfriend as often and not picking up on the fact that she's working a second job just to make enough money to go on this week-long getaway with you.
Dude, I would
Like,
not let my girlfriend get a second job if she was a teacher, strictly because I imagine the second job she's getting is a fucking waitress, and now all I have to hear about is how bad the kids were and
yes.
how you wouldn't know
They
unless you
didn't
work in
even
the
tip
service.
me? Yes.
You didn't work in the service industry. You don't fucking know.
You know what you need? Have her pick up a third job as a nurse, and then you're set. Then you've got it all. Everything's covered.
Yeah, like,
The service industry, the education system, and the healthcare system. You got it all. Trifecta, babe.
yeah, that connects to what we were saying before. Where like everyone's the same. Like yeah, no, you met a shitty person today. I fucking get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand.
Like most of the people you're ever going to encounter, gonna suck.
You can't trust someone who never worked. First of all, we all work in the service industry. We're fucking millennials. We know what it's like.
Everybody's dealt with it, man.
But
Get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, I would not allow that. I'll pay for everything.
Yeah.
Just.
But I
you
do.
don't-
I
you don't
would
go work at
I do.
Fuddruckers.
I bet you most like normal girls would never. Like the way I was, like at the very least, I'm paying for my half and probably the whole thing. I bet you there are plenty of girls who are thinking like, "You're paying for my vacation."
In this situation,
almost in any situation.
I would think so.
Yeah.
And like,
It's just the way it goes. The same way when you go out to dinner. The same way when you like. There are just certain things that are still kind of ingrained in society. That's definitely changing.
If we're going on vacation with my family and they're not picking up the bill, then I'm picking up.
It's like your thing,
Right.
Yeah. I would almost expect, but again, I don't know. And then I would expect if I went with her family, I would probably very much make. You know when you make a sincere offer to pay the bill and an insincere offer.
Yeah.
If I was with if I'm going with her family, I would expect that like they are the ones who are planning and paying more, but I'm gonna make a like legitimate offer to put my half down.
Like I said, I'm definitely gonna sneak at least a few things. Where, like, I'll get up and I'll fucking give the card. I love that move.
Yeah, but again, dude, chicks don't know the rush of that. Chicks don't do that. How many times does a chick?
Bro, I did it at the bar yesterday.
How many times do chicks get up to go to the bathroom and pay the bill? They never do that. It's great.
I used to
that
do it.
feeling when you go, all right, let's go, and they're like, we haven't paid the bill yet, and you just keep walking. You're just like,
Yeah,
you
no, it's
don't
all
make a deal out of it. Oh, it's
Dude,
the best.
I used to do that in Tallahassee, fucking the student union. There was a Chili's, and I had a fucking I had one of the like advanced student cards where like you could
put money on it and pay at the Chili's.
It doesn't just work at the thing.
Yeah,
like, I had like
yeah.
a couple $100 a semester at like the
So you're a big
Chili's.
baller at Chili's,
Bro,
paying for everybody.
I forget if it was Chili's or Applebee's. It was one of those, right?
Yeah. That's
and
legit, though,
I
on
would
the
like
campus.
take girls there, and I would be like, let's get some margaritas, let's do this, and I'd be like, all right, let's get out of here. Like it was.
Took care of it, girl.
100%. And like at a Chili's, it worked. So think about how
Right.
it works at a fucking steakhouse.
Oh, it's amazing.
I could fucking come just from that.
It's so good when when they go like, oh, like you beat me, I was gonna do it. It's like, yeah, you motherfucker, I got
I'll let you pretend. That's fine.
Yeah, right, totally. Or if it's another guy, it's like, oh yeah, you were gonna, but you're like your broke ass wasn't fast enough. I thought about it before you because you're broke. All right, second am I the asshole, and then we'll get into our voicemails. Am I the asshole for wearing compression shorts to the gym? Hi there. I recently moved to a new city and joined a local gym. I've always worked out in my apartment before, but this new apartment does not have one, so I joined a local quote-unquote chain gym. When I work out, I usually wear compression shorts and a t-shirt, mostly because I find that the most comfortable for the type of exercises I do. However, a couple weeks after joining, I had a woman come up to me and tell me I need to put pants on. This wasn't a gym staff, but just another member. I asked her if there was any rule or dress code that specified that. She said she didn't know, but that I was exposing myself, which is inappropriate. For the record, my compression shorts are not translucent or anything. They are a gray heather or black fabric, depending on the pair. What she is referring to, though, is my bulge, which obviously is visible when wearing compression shorts. I told her I don't believe there's any issue with my shorts and put my headphones back in. A couple weeks later, I had a different woman come up to me and do something similar. She came up to me and asked, "Are you going to put some pants on, dude?" To which I told her I was wearing shorts. The gym itself hasn't talked to me about this. As far as I'm aware, it's not unusual to wear compression shorts. Nor do I see how they're any different than leggings, which are very common. I can understand the visible bulge may make some people uncomfortable, but how hard is it to just not look at it? Am I the asshole for wearing compression shorts to the gym?
Okay, here's the deal. You're absolutely an asshole. You're also a revolutionary. Most revolutionaries are assholes, and this guy's one. You're both. You're fucking filling up 2 cups.
Yep.
But it is
It's a fine line, man.
It is.
Fine line between revolutionary and asshole.
Sometimes you got to stand
It
up for
blurs.
a hero who you think is an asshole, but whatever. And like, I mean, I'm a guy who.
Do you want to wear the compression shorts out?
No, I don't want to wear them, but I just want people to see, like, hey, don't look at my fucking bulge.
Right.
Why don't you just fucking look somewhere else?
Yeah.
That's what I think when I see your fucking titties out.
I was gonna say when you're wearing the fucking like leggings to the gym, it's like I'm supposed to work out with that ass in my face.
Yeah, when
every girl has an ass now. You're all squatting and fucking thrusting and putting your asses out there.
I mean, there's so many pairs of fucking leggings that, like, look, I could give you a fucking vaginal exam.
Yeah.
If an OBGYN could come here and diagnose you with fucking chlamydia, then, like, I like, that's how tight some of them are. So I've seen fucking vaginas just eating pants. And so, like, I look away. I avert my eyes. I see it. I acknowledge it. I look away.
Avert
Titty
your
City,
eyes.
Guess
Yeah.
what? I've stopped by there a time or two, but
Sure.
I move on right away. It's just a
Right.
quick pit stop.
Right.
That's what you have
It's
to
a
do when you
glance.
got a cock in your face.
Yeah, and it's rare enough that it's not like Titty City for us. Like, oh, there's some more. Oh, I'm trying to look away, but I found some more. There's another ass. You got one cock you can't look at the gym. There's one. Everybody else has their cock put away. Just don't look at this one dude's dick.
It makes a lot of sense. It's
Now
fucking,
here's a question.
Now,
You think this guy's got a great dick or a bad dick?
has to have a good dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he has to
Yeah.
because he's showing it off. And I think that maybe that's why, these girls, if you were to have maybe an exit interview after this gym session, say, why don't you just look away? They'd say, we fucking couldn't. We couldn't.
Possibly.
We couldn't. It was the guy from
Yeah.
Netflix. This thing was, the compression short couldn't even fucking hold it down, okay? So this guy has to be one of these dudes. I mean, we've seen it before. The guy with the 15-inch penis from Europe.
Yeah,
What does
only
he
wear,
wear?
like, biker
shorts.
shorts. Yep.
These guys who have the piece, they show it
Yeah,
off.
girls with good boobs.
They show it off.
Good boobs
And you know what
skinny,
they say?
wear-
They say they're always like, these are my good years. I got to show it off while I've got them. Well, I don't know.
All of this, they just say they're proud of their bodies.
Right.
This guy's fucking proud of his penis.
Proud of his cock.
Nothing
And you know
wrong
what?
with
As a
that.
matter of fact, sounds like he's just trying to work out.
And
sounds like he's not even thinking about sexually. He doesn't even want to show off his cock.
he wants to show it off. Don't
He's not saying that, John.
No,
He's not
look
saying
at
that.
me.
He
Look,
just said he wants to do his exercises. John, those compression shorts are the best shorts for his exercises. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Look, I'm a compression shorts guy. Okay, I wear compression shorts, and in fact, when I
with shorts over it though.
with shorts over it,
Right.
But when I first did a yoga class at Equinox, I used to do them rather regularly. Stressed me out like to no end. But I put on just compression pants. I was like, I'm going to yoga. I'm just gonna wear compression pants to yoga.
You looked ridiculous.
I looked in the mirror, and I was like, well, that's my penis. And so I put on a pair of shorts. But I'm not a revolutionary. I'm not that guy. I don't have that gene.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, like you take a look at like Olympic runners and shit like that. Like those guys. Look at that guy's cock.
Yeah,
You know, that guy is in the Olympics. You can see his bulge.
That's mostly ball.
You can see like that's not even a bulge. Look at that one. I mean that's like
that's a penis.
that thing is pointing like down and to the left. So I don't know. It's like here's the thing. Like when I
be
put
the
on
asshole and be right. In fact, it's how it usually happens. And he's correct.
How about this though? What would you have guessed the internet said on this one?
I guess they say he is the asshole.
49% of 19,000 votes says not the asshole. The ladies are the asshole. 23% said he's the asshole.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised by that because I mean, listen, being real here, not having some fun with it, I get it. You probably just should put on some pants if you. This guy probably has a snake, fucking hanging out down his pants. I get it. But if you really do want to get real about it and have the discussion, everything we just said, there is some validity to it.
For sure.
And going up, like again, flip it. If a guy went up and was like, put your tits away, you'd be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It would be like a whole thing. You're talking to her about her body and telling her what to do. And with a guy, it's like, expected.
I mean, with a girl, yeah, it's like you're proud of it, and it's like, oh, look at these breasts. They
what it is
they
too, though?
nurture life.
That's because but tits and ass is pretty, and a dick is gross. Like a gnarly bunched up dick and balls is not like an appealing thing.
But if we wanted to be like a fucking Mother Earther about it, like this brings the seed of life.
Right.
What,
I mean, listen, we should be able to
worship
we should be able to work out
how,
naked.
How lucky for us to be in the presence of such fucking.
Go on. He went too far. You went too far out on that limb, and that just broke off the tree.
Yep. Just like a dick.
Yeah. All right, voicemails now. They're brought to you by The Zebra. The Zebra is the best way to make sure you're not overpaying on insurance. Insurance is one of the worst things to pay for. I know it's an important thing that you have to pay for, so says the Feidelberg family, but also it sucks to pay for it because it's like you're betting against yourself and you're paying a premium for something that might not happen. And then, God forbid, you do need the insurance. You're happy you have it, but that also means something terrible has happened in your life. So all in all, everything associated with insurance and paying for it is negative. And so you want to minimize that as much as possible while still getting the coverage that you need. And that's where the Zebra comes in. It compares car and home insurance quotes from every major provider in under 5 minutes. So you get all the facts you need to know for where you live, what kind of coverage you need, what your budget is, and you can get policies for your home or your car in a matter of 5 minutes. Know that you're covered and know that you're paying the least amount of money possible to get that coverage. It saves shoppers an average of $922 on home and car insurance every year. And it saved $21 billion total for America. No, excuse me. Americans overspend by $21 billion. So the Zebra's trying to cut into that by saving $922 a year for everybody who does it. So let's get that $21 billion down by having everybody head over to thezebra.com/KFC. You can start comparing quotes today for free when you go to TheZebra, TheZebra.com/KFC. Let's play these voicemails, Jackie.
Yo, what's up, KFC, Feits, everyone else? I have a question. Would you rather have to fight a chicken to death every time you get into a car for the rest of your life, or have to fight a chimpanzee to the death once a year for the rest of your life, but you get a sword?
Oh, okay.
Let me know.
I was gonna say I can't beat a chimpanzee. I probably still can't beat a chimpanzee with a sword, but if I know, let's say starting right now, I have to fight a chimpanzee this year, right? So let's say we do it on July 29th of next year. So I have a year to train with a sword and fight that chimpanzee and then be ready for the rest of my life to fight a chimpanzee with a sword. I think I have to take that. Because a chicken, every time you get in a car, is a fucking fiasco. Every time I get in the car with my kids, I got to kill a chicken?
Do I have to kill it?
Yes,
do I have
fight to the death. To the death.
Okay, what about this? What about if I get in the car and the chicken's with me and we just fight during the ride? And then once I get there, I can get out.
No, you can't turn that car on. The keys magically appear.
Okay, how about if I'm a passenger in a car?
I think he says every time you get in a car.
That's what he said. But
Yeah.
are we talking like
I mean,
like
he
I
said
call
every
an
time you
Uber,
get
I
in a
gotta
car.
fight a chicken?
Yeah.
Well, I can't,
Every time you get in a
that
car.
can't happen. I don't have time for that.
That's what I mean. Every time you get in a car, it's just a time
I
thing.
get annoyed enough with Uber as it is how long they not. By the way, I'm not Uber. I'm a Lyft guy.
Yeah, me too.
But
Me too.
the I get annoyed enough with Lyft when they lie to me about how long it takes, and it's always 3 minutes, and it's always
And it always
15.
takes at least. Yep.
It's
Yep. I was
fucking
gonna say
forever.
12. Yep.
And it is if I had to then be, I guess I have the rage in me to fight a chicken by the time that fucking car gets
Yeah.
there.
But
like
it's such a you're going somewhere, right? You're nice. You're dressed up. Now all of a sudden you got chicken blood and feathers all over the place.
yeah, you can't have
You
it.
can't have
You
that.
can't have it. No.
You know, you
Every day I'd
you're-
come in fucking to work just scratched up and shit. What the fuck happened to you?
Absolutely, because you're gonna
Fought
beat
a
the
chicken.
chicken. You're gonna beat the chicken. You'll kill the chicken.
Probably.
Maybe. I
Not-
mean, a chicken
like,
could claw me for
a,
sure.
A chicken. I'll tell you what. You know what? I don't even. I would fight the chimp once a year sans sword, because it's just too many bullets being fired. One's gonna hit me if I fight a chicken. Like one day a chicken will get me. You know,
Right.
he'll
But
get.
wait,
he'll
why are you not fighting the chimpanzee with a sword?
Just even if there
Oh,
was no sword,
got it,
I would
got
take
it.
that option.
Got it.
Because like
The
it's just-
chicken will get you.
one day
But the chimpanzee will kill you. Chimpanzees, dude, do you remember?
Yeah, no, I know.
Every year for like 4 years on the blog, there was some woman who got her face transplant done
Yep.
because her pet chimpanzee turned on her, as every wildlife expert told her would happen. You will get your face ripped off, and chimpanzees rip your face off.
Yeah.
They beat you to death. This woman happened to survive, but they will kill you. So you're dead the first time a chimpanzee fights you if you don't have a sword, and even with a sword. That's why I got to train, so I got to be good with a broadsword.
Yeah,
But
and
a
it would
chicken-
be pretty cool to have that like you can't even train to fight a chicken. That's just like I got to get my hands on you
Yeah.
and I got to wring your neck.
And I will. You, like,
But-
if your life depends on it, or I guess your life doesn't depend, but your schedule depends on it. You early on, it would be a nightmare. I think eventually you'd be good at killing a chicken, but that doesn't mean that there still wouldn't be a fight and some clawing, and eventually they might get you on one.
I mean, chickens are
Feathers,
fast,
blood
right?
everywhere, but they're in it. You know, it's a confined space. Like,
But
it's
you're
gonna
not
be
in the
there.
car. I
Oh,
imagine
I'm envisioning it in the car.
Oh, I imagine he's guarding the door.
I'm envisioning you sitting
And, like, I
in it,
gotta
and
chase
then
him under the
I'm
fucking
thinking
car,
you're
he's
in-
jumping over the car.
Well, that's impossible. Then.
Right.
You got to catch a chicken. They fight the chicken to get in the car. Like, you
Well,
can't
I'm not
have-
even saying you don't have to catch him because it's a fight to the death. But he's got evasive maneuvers, right?
Yeah.
So like if you
Yeah.
you land a good, like, you can't even land a punch.
No. You're grabbing it. You have to hold it, and you have to crack and kill.
which is tough.
But you know what? My dad said that my grandma on his side, his mom, used to like regularly kill chickens for like food. They were like backwoods Pennsylvania shit. So if like my grandma can go out to the coop, grab a chicken, and kill it,
But that
like,
chicken's
relatively
not, that
unscathed.
Chicken, that chicken probably thinks it's getting petted.
True, it's not ready to fight to the death. But still, the fact that she just the the hand, like she could just pop that neck and kill it. But I'm thinking an angry chicken. I was thinking in the car, so it's like you're in a confined space, which is good for you to kill it, but bad for you because it's just a fucking feather fiasco going on. But I also got kids, man. I can't be fighting chickens every time I gotta get my kids in the car. So I drop my kids off at school. Then when I'm getting back in the car, I gotta fight another chicken in front of the fucking school to get home.
At that point, you're going. I'll watch you to the door.
Because think about that. Anytime that you stop somewhere and run in and run out. So I get in the car at my house, I fight a chicken, and I kill it. I go to like CVS because I need garbage bags. I get them, I get back in the car, I gotta fight another chicken. It's been 4 minutes since I just fought a last chicken. You gotta kill multiple chickens.
But you're getting gas. I gotta.
Oh,
I
you
gotta
get out to pump, and then you gotta get back in. You gotta go to
Put that
self-serve.
chicken
You
at a
can't go to
Sunoco?
self-serve.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
drive to
God.
Jersey every day before. I fight.
Absolutely. You pump my gas for me. I gotta fight a chicken otherwise. You had some friend being like, can you pick me up? No, I cannot because I gotta fight a fucking chicken.
Dude, I would fight the chimp, and guess what? I'd market that shit once a year.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, baby.
Yeah.
I'm rich as hell.
Yeah.
Like me.
You might be dead, but rich as hell.
No, no, because if I knew I was fighting chimp,
You train with the
I
sword.
would be. What's the new Marvel movie? It's like the legend,
when
the
he's-
Legend of the Chains or whatever. it is.
Yeah.
And it is like I would be in that ring. I'd be in that octagon, and we'd have a jungle themed. I'd give him a little bit of help, and I would be fucking slinging the sword. I would be so fucking shredded. You could put me in a movie because I would be like, look, this is my livelihood.
Well, when you
I
know that
fight
you got to fight a
chimpanzees for
chimpanzee,
living.
you will, and especially, let's say it's not scheduled. Let's say it's random. you'll hit the gym every day because you'll be like, tomorrow might be the day. I got to fight a chimpanzee to survive.
Yeah.
So you will live.
I'm
You know what? So yeah, everybody live your life like you got to fight a chimpanzee at some point this year. You will live your life to the fullest. You will be a specimen.
What's it like the every time I put my feet on the floor, the devil goes, he's up. Every time I wake up, the chimp goes, today's the fight.
Dude, even like, I'm always saying no. I don't want to do things. Like, you know what, man? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go out because maybe I got to fight a chimp tomorrow.
Dude, but
Maybe
it
I
would
might
be
get my
hard
face
to kill
beaten.
a chimp because, like, when you, like, you
no.
slice a chimp's throat, as it's laying there dying, you're like, that is a person.
You also kill a person, yeah.
Yeah, like that
It
is-
also would not be easy to massacre, hundreds of chickens a year. Hundreds.
Thousands. I think
thousands.
I get in the car thousands of times.
I mean, think about
That would-
every time you're with somebody, like let's hop in the car. It's like, I can't, man. It's like, why not? It's like, it's gonna be a thing. You don't understand. Like, come on, let's go to the beach. I'll walk. Why? It's 5 miles. It's gonna be this whole thing. There's a chicken. It's a whole thing.
I mean, it's like Peter Griffin. And he just
That's
fight.
the
He
chicken.
literally fights the
Right,
chicken.
every fucking time.
That's a full grown chicken or not full grown.
That's like a chimpanzee sized chicken, to be
Right.
honest. If you really want to get fucking ATI with it, we could do chimpanzee chickens or chicken chimpanzees. But I think that ultimately, I also think you got to hit a fucking, that sword's got to be sharp, but I feel like penetrating the fur and the flesh and the bones of a chimp is not easy.
No, but I would be able. I have no concerns.
How would you kill? Would you go for the head?
Throat, yeah.
I think I would do a like
stab. Yeah, but then
like
you
a,
can fucking
through the stomach and up through like a shot.
That's a tough angle there. But even like a stab, I feel like it's like he could still, with his dying breath, still like stab your neck.
Yeah.
Like, he still
What about
fuck
one of
your
those
day
like
up.
I jump from above and I like a through the
he'd
top
ba-
of their skull?
He'd barrel roll right
They're
under
so
you.
fast.
Next thing you know, you'd be on your back.
Monkeys
choking
are
you out.
so
You're
fast.
tough. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't even think I could hit the chimp with the sword. I think, you know what I would do? I would wait in the corner. I would wait in the corner with my sword. I'd be like, come get some, chimp. I think the best thing that I can do is I think the chimp would do its jump attack for me, and I would hopefully have to just do one of those.
I think that
hold
would,
it up. Because I think if I'm
You're
just trying to hit
basically your
you-
William Wallace doing the hold.
Yes.
Like just
yeah,
right.
with the spears. Yeah. Because if I'm trying to like come
That
at
chimp's
you
in the
with
corner
the
just
sword,
smoking cigarettes, waiting
right?
you out.
It'd be a game of chicken. It'd be a game of chicken. I think we just do that one voicemail today. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that. That was an all-timer. That almost sounded like the same guy from. Like when I heard that voice, it almost sounded like the rollerblade guy. Yeah. That was amazing. That we need to put in all of our games. We put it in ATI. ATI is back Monday night, July 5th. Dan Soder, Shane Gillis. We got to add that question to the rotation for everybody else who comes through because it was that good. But all sorts of hypotheticals on the YouTube channel. Go get your game at the Barstool store, and you can download the app for free right now and play ATI. So it's the return of Answer the Internet and phenomenal questions like that. Last voicemail is brought to you by MVMT. Get yourself some nice watches, get yourself some nice shades, all at an affordable cost, made with high-quality products and materials. MVMT movement has been with us since the beginning, providing high-quality stuff at an affordable price. They were like the original company where you could get high society type shit for an affordable price. Everybody's doing that now, but the first one was, I was like, we can get a watch that looks like that for $95, and I can get a pair of sunglasses that look exactly like the designer ones for like $45, $50, whatever. So they're the OG, passing the savings on to the consumer, cutting out the middleman, and providing good stuff at an affordable price. So head over to Movement, go to mvmt.com/KFC, get 15% off today, plus free shipping and free returns. I recommend the Hyde sunglasses, and I like the leather band watch with the white face. Very good for the summer. Looks, the white face is very like Miami-ish. Get yourself a pair of the shades with the polarized lenses. You'll look sharp head to toe. Go to mvmt.com/KFC, 15% off, free shipping, free returns. One more voicemail. Let's go.
What's up, KFC Fights, the rest of the people that are sitting around in there? I got a quick one for you. Would you rather pass a kidney stone every 3 months for the rest of your life, or every 6 months do like a Wheel of Fortune thing where you spin the wheel, whatever it lands on, it's full of bones in your body, whatever it lands on, that bone breaks. You need to do that
Two
twice.
very good ones. I was worried that the next one was going to fall flat compared to the chickens and chimps, but this one's pretty good. a
I saw-
kidney stone once a month, or what was it? Is the frequency of it?
You like spin the wheel.
But
It said-
they're both monthly.
no, it said every 6 months, but I kind of think it should be a year.
Okay,
Because
so
it's like
so
you break a bone.
kidney stone.
Yeah, you
every,
can't have broken bone.
No, yeah. So kidney stone is once a month.
Kidney stones every 3 months.
Every 3 months. All right, so kidney stone every 3 months, or once a year. You spin the wheel, and whatever bone pops up, you break.
Now,
The bouncer you talked about from the Rihanna thing is here waiting out front for you.
Send him in. Send him on in. I was good to him. Send him in.
Ebony came over, I think, to my desk. I'm a little bit out of breath. I sprinted down.
Tell him, come on down.
Holy shit.
it's fucking life, man. Anyway, we'll go quick. No neck or back on this thing, I imagine, right?
I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
if neck or back are
you
on it,
can't
then
do
I'm
that.
out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No death. You can't die from it.
Okay. In that case, I know people who pass kidney stones. It is not fun. It is a harrowing
They
experience.
say it's like the most painful thing that a man can experience. It's like it's not childbirth, or it's worse than childbirth. All that. But
and
at the same time,
my broken bones have been like I don't think I've all of my bones that I've broken. I did not go to the hospital in 2 weeks. Now, granted, I was younger. My mother just wouldn't take me. But like I didn't even know what happened, and then
yeah, you used to just suffer with broken bones for like days on end.
All right, I ran over there because I was going to get him to sign a form and be on camera. He doesn't want to be on camera.
Well, I mean, I don't care. Tell him he's either on camera or he's just waiting there for. I mean, or I'll tell him he either comes on camera or I guess I'll see him when I'm leaving.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Yeah. The bones. Now the key would be like you could spin the wheel and you could get like I don't know actually. I was trying to think of a bone that
there's
like
not there's not one
you,
that
you break like a little thing in
your
your hand. It hurts, but or it's not devastating. But you're like this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But it's only once a year.
Yeah, well,
But if it's like a tibia, you're fucked.
yeah, that would obviously hurt a lot. I mean, I've only broken like ankles and fingers and shit and wrists. But the
What's the least bad? I don't know. What's the word? You know, like what's the best bone to break, if you will?
The best bone to break, I would guess like a finger or even a wrist maybe on your offhand.
I guess, yeah.
And even me, like I guess my right hand's my offhand. But it's
There's some vertebrae that are good to break, by the way.
how's it getting broken? Also,
I'm just envisioning like it just like you know what I mean?
okay.
Like I don't think you have to just like smash your hand with a hammer. I think it's just like I don't know, that bone
cracks.
just breaks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
It,
like a metatarpal or a metacarpal or a.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like the top of your hand or the top of your foot.
I feel like that's gonna give you lifelong problems.
Yeah, that. You know what? That's a good point. Kidney stones hurt, but then that's it. There's no lingering issues. Broken bones can be a problem.
But most of them no. I mean only like the little ones in a hand or a foot. I think. And granted, I'm like, what happened to Dwight Howard?
He could handle it.
Yeah, no,
Ben, I could.
I'm thinking like it was a problem for him.
Oh, right. Well,
we're
yeah.
not doing the same things.
No, but also like if it is a problem for some of these guys, it's gonna be a fucking problem for us.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a bit because he's jumping and he's 7 feet tall and all this. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
if his
I'm
like
a,
if
I'm
his
a rather regular sized human.
if his specimen of a body is struggling to get through these things.
But I think it's because what he's putting it through.
Yeah, I guess if he was
don't-
just hanging out on his couch, he'd be fine.
yeah. I don't put it through it a whole
The
bunch.
kidney stones, I don't know until I fully experience it, but I hear these things, but it's like, I don't know, Doug's had it, and he passed it, and I don't know, he didn't die, and PFT had it, and I'm sure it was bad, but did he say it was that bad?
PFT said it was very
Yeah.
bad.
And it's actually when it passes from your bladder to your...
That was when I
It's
heard
not when
more.
it comes out of your
Yes.
dick, it's when it goes through your body into your bladder from
Correct.
your kidneys. But yeah, I just don't think you can be breaking bones.
Oh no, I'm going breaking bones.
Oh, you are?
I think it's because at least you have the nah.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't. You're right.
Because there's more big bones than little bones, I think.
for sure.
And when I
well,
say big,
no, I mean definitively
when,
not.
When I say
but-
big and little, I mean important versus not important. Most of the bones you break, you're feeling it, and it's a problem.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
your
and
nose.
not even the fuck. Oh, nose get a job. done.
Yeah.
I think the problem of breaking a bone isn't the pain of the breaking of the bone. It's the 4 to 6 weeks of a cast.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
where your issue is.
And
Like,
then if there's any lingering shit, it's like, but you got to spin it next year. What if you break it again? What if you just have the same bone break and it's like, oh, now it's a real problem?
I mean, you could get a lot of cool signatures, a lot of sick
Cast life is cool.
and I mean, I was gonna say like, well, at least there's the risk that no bones break, but it's the spin the wheel. It's such a small line because you're gonna have so many fucking.
Oh,
bones.
I mean that's a great point. Imagine that it's like right here is like your fucking your tibia, and right here is like something that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No! I'm taking kidney stones. I'll deal. 3 months. I gotta think on that one. All right, let's get into our interview. We got Trevor Wallace is here. Funny comedian, internet monster. You've seen him on Answer the Internet. He's been on the podcast before. He's back. Very funny dude who can relate to like the millennial on the internet life. There's very few of us who can really talk about it. He's one of them. It's brought to you by Credit Karma. Credit Karma has always been there to help you make better financial decisions, and now they want to help even more. With a Credit Karma money spend account, you can be rewarded for good money habits. It's instant gratification. You don't have to wait. Credit Karma Money, you can get cash reimbursements for debit purchases right then on the spot. It's a brand new checking account where you can win cash reimbursements for making purchases. So when you use the debit card, you can win instant karma up to $5,000. You just pay with your debit card, and if you win, you get notified. So just use your card as regular, and if you get selected, you get money back. And right now they've given over $3 million away, and over 50,000 Credit Karma members have been reimbursed and counting. So open it up today. It's FDIC insured. There's no minimum balance requirements, no overdraft fees, free withdrawals, and a network over 50,000 ATMs. Right now, from July 1st through July 23rd, when you make a purchase, you'll be automatically entered to win $1 million. So you can get the instant Credit Karma, plus you're entered to win $1 million. Plus you have this bank account that's just a good bank account with no fees and no interest and all that shit. So go to creditkarma.com/winmoney. This is stuff I got to do, by the way. I just got my regular old card. It's like, why don't I do these things with rewards and paybacks? And this is
I just started getting rewards last year.
Yeah. They got all. There's all sorts of cards, but
like,
this one
points. I've never had points.
Right. It's so stupid. We're so dumb. And this one's like, it's just a regular card that you can use as usual, but you also might win $1 million. Do it. Fucking do it, man. Go to creditkarma.com/winmoney to open up your free account and start winning today. That's creditkarma.com/winmoney to sign up for a free start and start winning instant karma. That's creditkarma.com/winmoney. It's sponsored by Credit Karma. No purchase necessary. Exclusions and terms apply. See rules. Banking services provided by MVB Bank Incorporated. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply. Let's do it. Trevor Wallace is back, and you got a nice little like sunglasses tan going there. I feel like you've been out in the sun, baby. You enjoying life?
Yeah, I got wrecked. I got wrecked by the sun. I thought it was gonna be one of those things yesterday where you like see clouds in the sky and you're like, I don't believe in you, son.
Mm-hmm.
But the sun only burns you when you talk shit about it, right? Because I looked at the sky and I was like, it's not gonna hurt me. All of a sudden, fuck.
Yeah, we got a motto here at Barstool. If you think you're tougher than the sun, you're wrong, man. You're not tougher than the fucking sun. And that's and everybody still falls for like, it's cloudy. And then they say, that's when the sun gets you the most. And then they still get got by the sun.
Dude, see, I feel like if your parents didn't beat that shit into you when you were a kid, and granted, I grew up with like negative melanin. Like doctors are like, I don't know what this kid is. And my parents were like, look, when the sun's out, that actually makes it brighter. And you'd go fucking bullshit all the time. But like as a child, I didn't listen to it. But now as an adult, I'm like, they probably had something
real.
going on.
That's the real fucking deal, man.
Oh yeah, my mom would be beating my ass if she didn't see me throwing on that SPF 50 yesterday. My mom has been preaching that. I'm just an idiot. My sister literally had skin cancer. My sister had skin cancer from not wearing sunscreen. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. It can't be that genetic.
Well, then it's like, yeah, what are the chances both of us get it? It's not like we share the same fucking skin DNA, man. No way. No way it happens to two people in the family.
Now we're just playing Russian roulette with the sun.
So
Where are you at? Are you in LA?
I am in Los Angeles right now. Beautiful skies of depression and
smog
gloom.
Man. Where are you originally from?
But still getting burned.
Yeah.
I'm originally from kind of like a suburb of Los Angeles, like an hour outside of it.
All right,
it's
so
in between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. So
that's as much of a like LA local as it gets. Like everybody else is coming from all over the country. You're from there at least.
Yeah, everybody's moving from Wisconsin with hopes and dreams. I mean, I was born in Illinois, but I was so young it doesn't even count.
Yeah.
I was born in Naperville, Illinois. It's like on the outskirts near that's like an hour outside of Chicago. I don't even know. And then my mom's like, this shit is too cold. Back to California.
Smart.
So,
and so I feel like is that weird? Like I always say, people who grew up in New York, in New York City, are fucking weird because you're like riding the subway when you're like 6 years old. You're like smoking cigs and drinking 40s when you're like 11. You know, it's just it's not a normal. There's no grass. You're not riding your bike. You're not climbing trees. You're not doing normal kid shit. You know, you're a little bit outside of LA, but I feel like, you know, that's got to be when you're a true like LA person. That's got to be just as weird, right?
Yeah, the people that are like in LA, I think I was in a big enough suburb that like we didn't really ever cross paths with like the LA kids. But the people that grew up in LA are very interesting. They're like, my dad's a porn star, and my mom's a PA, and I get out of this
Exactly.
But the people in LA, the people who grew up in LA seem to hate LA the most, or they're like, this is my home. I live here. I only get, you know, coffee on 3rd and Beverly because that's where my older brother grew up. And then there's all these stories and whatnot. But yeah, so that the people in LA are a little out of it, you know.
That's like New York.
Exactly New York.
Yeah. There's people who are
New
like,
York,
I live here. I've lived here for 60 years, and it's the greatest. And then there are people who are like, I've lived here for 60 years, and I fucking wanted to kill myself every single day.
Yeah, you know, it's a little, and they let it known. They let it be known. They're like, oh, I'm bringing in, you know, I brought a pigeon to show and tell. Like, they're letting you know that they're from New York. So, but are you guys from?
I'm a New York guy.
Originally,
He's a Boston guy, so we're East Coast. Most of Barstool's all East Coast.
Sorry.
All good. We've talked about trying to get a West Coast like presence out there. We once tried with a couple dudes who were from Indianapolis and from Indiana, some shit out there, and then tried to make it as like comics, and they were supposed to be like the West Coast Barstool representation. It just didn't work. At that point, Barstool didn't translate to LA yet. I don't know if it could now, but back then it definitely didn't.
I think so now, especially because Portnoy got all the TikTok boys out there. I just don't think it would be a different Barstool out in, you know, if you were in Boston or something like that out here, you know.
Dude, what?
Very different headquarters.
What do you think about, like, so the reason I wanted you on, I texted you recently because I was listening to you on Ryan Stickler's pod, and there was a couple moments talking about like you coming up as a comic and also just like your headspace when it comes to this whole game. So I'll get into that in a little bit, but you know, you were talking about like earning your stripes and like getting your chops in the comedy world. And then you know, obviously you made it big on the internet as far as social media, videos, sketches and skits and stuff. But then along comes TikTok, where it's just like, yeah, I got 6-pack and I fucking, you know, wiggle my dick a little bit, and these guys fucking blow up. That would probably scare the shit out of me, drive me crazy. I'd be half jealous, half angry, trying to keep up. Is it good motivation? Is it toxic motivation? Like, what is that whole, how do you view that whole explosion?
Yeah, it's motivation from like every different angle, because for me, I think like a lot more like a businessman. I go, okay, what's the longevity of a guy who's got a 6-pack, who's 18, who's starting to party a lot, all right? He's going to start drinking. He's going to get that beer gut. And what keeps me at peace is seeing all the popular Vine stars who had it back then just for being hot. You see them now, and they look like they got like just salt infections. They're just big, bloated dudes, and they're like, it gives me peace of mind knowing like, hey, 6-packs aren't forever unless you work at it and train for it. But comedy and having personality, that's monetary. You can. That's why stand-up comedians literally do stand-up until they're dead, because they don't change internally. They might look like shit. They definitely look like shit.
Yep.
We've all seen our favorite comedians on a headshot, and then you see them live, and you go, that's not the same person. You know? So I think just letting it not get to you is the best thing. But there is a lot of that where you go, I have 10 million views for being hot, and you know,
bro, I've gone on a pretty extensive TikTok rant before, where like if TikTokers ever tried to, and it's not even anti-TikTok, it's more just welcoming them to reality, where it's like, look, one of your best friends in the next 5 years is gonna wrap his car around a tree and die. Just like accept that in your head. Like that's your life trajectory. Just fucking understand it.
It's these kids don't go to college, so they're using, because I was in a fraternity, so I got out 4 years of just aggressive drinking, hating my body, and then graduating, like, okay, that was fun, now what? But these kids are going through the no college phase. They also have money now.
Tons of money.
So imagine.
Did you
Yeah,
see that
so imagine-
fucking thing?
What?
That story?
What's
That story that just like it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. It was like a bunch of TikTokers. Okay, this is an article from Daily Dot. It says TikTokers are claiming that a glitch involving Chase Bank is causing their accounts to appear as if they are 50 billion in debt. Now, obviously, they don't have. I think they mean as a collective, like a bunch of TikTok users. But like, how many TikTok users does it take to make up $50 billion?
The numbers are astronomical, man.
Dude,
At
anything
that
after
age,
$1 million, I don't even know.
could you imagine at that age, like having access to that amount of money and people knowing you and people, the vultures that come around, you're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I got all my alcoholism and my regrets and all that in college out of me. Now these guys have an audience. They got millions of eyes watching their every move, and they're like, I'm gonna get absolutely shit cannon hammered and then wrap my G-Wagon, like you were saying, just on the 101 flying. So it's like, it's good to get this shit out of you, but they're all in like a frat/reality show while still not having to have a fake ID to get alcohol. I mean, they're like 19, so it's like,
and
I started drinking at like 13.
All with two parents who are like, yo, let me fucking get in the video and I'll be your manager, and like you got to put your sister on and you got to bring the family with you, and yeah, you're going to have like one kid who ODs, one kid who crashes the car, one kid who suffers from depression, one kid who falls, gets addicted. Like it's just the most
best case scenario for TikTokers is Bieber. And even Bieber at this stage in his life, I think he would say at least 1/3 of his life was spent in a deep, dark depression.
Yeah.
Yes. Bieber's the best case scenario.
The trajectory
is 10 years being a maniac.
Yeah, the trajectory is a lot of drugs, you party, then you go off the grid, you get long hair, you find yourself in a Joshua tree in the forest, you do a lot of psychedelics, you come back, I'm a man of God now. Once you hit God level, once you start preaching God, that's when you know you've seen it all.
Yeah,
you've
got nothing left. Yep.
You've done it all. That's like, it's either that or Dancing with the Stars of level, like, that's peak Hollywood right there.
It's so true that you mentioned that you went to college. There's such a difference, I think, when you all do that collective life together, but then you kind of realize, okay, we can't do this forever. And some people hang on longer than others. And then it's not like you stop partying in your 20s. Of course you have fun, but there is some acknowledge, or at least I should say the successful people. Like, again, I listened to you on that podcast where you had a moment where you were like, all right, now I got to do some shit for like the long haul. Now I got to do something for my career. And if you don't have to work for a career, or especially in the world of comedy where there's so much failure before success, if you're just gifted 100 million followers because you dance or because of whatever, there's no way you can have the right, mentality of what it takes, because there's never been any work for it. There's never been any hustle or grind.
Yeah, it's also like, where do you go from there? Because these kids are going from like living at home with their parents to living in a, like $18 million mansion. It like, you're mentally gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna go to a studio apartment after this.
Right.
Like what I love about stand-up and the trajectory that I've done is like, I lived in a fucking pool house when I first moved here I peed outside every morning. It was great. I was like, I love this. I'm on the grind, baby. Gary Vee, suck me off. I was fucking fired up. But now it's like you get to work towards something, but these kids are doing, it's like backwards. It's like you win the lottery. Now what do you have? What do you do after? How are you going to trump what you already have?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
But also, like, as much as we're saying this, like, I think a large amount of them will go on to be successful. I make the jokes and shit like that, but I do think like, if you look at the Vine guys, right? Almost everyone in Vine, or at least the top stars, right? There's plenty of people who just fell by the wayside, but the top stars are still very successful, right? I couldn't name them all for you, but like King Bach, he's one, right? He does his shit. Logan, would you say Logan Paul was a Vine guy?
Yeah, that's true. And the people that do it, they figure it out quick. They figure out the business side of things. But there is a lot of just like, I drank my ass off for 3 years. Oh, fuck.
Now what?
Why is the money stopping to come in? Yeah.
I loved
if you can be business savvy, you're good.
The story you told about so Feits, he was coming up in the comedy world, and when they say like you need to bring people to your show, and he's in a frat, so he just brings like, usually a bringer show, you're like lucky if you bring like 4 or 5 friends along, right? he brought like his whole fucking frat with him. So it's like a Wednesday night, and when Trevor goes up on stage, the joint is fucking packed with rowdy dudes who are like 2 drink minimum. Yeah, like how about fucking 22 drinks? Let's go. And the comedy club's like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, look, see, man, sometimes being a dumb fucking drunk frat boy in the right areas, it can pay off, man. That must have been unbelievable to be like, yeah, this is what I do, man. I move crowds. I bring them with me.
It was awesome. I mean, I had my own like cheerleaders, and like for comedy clubs, like you're saying, you know, they're not expecting much because they just see you as a math equation. I'm like, can you give me a 5 minutes of time on a Wednesday, an off night, a shit night? I'll bring 20 plus people. They're like, okay, 20 people, each person's gonna spend at least $45. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, get up there.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, they don't even. And plus, a majority of the opening acts, if you're at a comedy show, you don't even remember their name, let alone like a few of their jokes. So as a normal audience member, they're like, yeah, this is some new kid probably trying to make it work. All right, where's the real guy at? So it's a win-win, but it helped me kind of, jump in the deep end early and learn to swim instead of like spending years and years and years and years before I get this massive audience. I went too fast, too quick. Then I was like, okay, how do I, because then I got humbled when my friends didn't show up. And I was like, oh, I was funny because they were there.
It's kind of like a cheat code where it's like if you bring your own audience, that's not really an audience coming to see you. It's just like your boys hooking you up. So that first time where you don't have that, that's interesting. It's like your safety net's gone.
Yeah, it was that beginner's luck type of thing. Yeah. But it's like you need that. You need to be humbled. And the fact that I was humbled gratefully and I still wanted to do it is a sign that you're like, okay, this is a path for me.
This is for you, yeah. Were you big on the internet first, or like did you start to amass followers, or stand up first? So you were
stand up was first. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stand up. I mean, I started stand up in 2011 was the first time I ever did stand up, and then I took some time off, and then my like junior year of college is when I got back into it. And that's when Vine was around. So I did stand up when I was 17 for a little bit, and then went to college, did the frat thing for 2 years, degenerate, just fucking terrible. And then after 2 years of that, Vine came out, and my friend was like, dude, you should start posting on here. And then I kind of like was getting back into stand up a little bit at the same time. And then I kind of just kept doing both. And I was like, one of these will hit before the other.
Yeah.
And with the power of the internet, it's so much easier for, a random 10,000 people around the world to see you than it's like, how many shows you'd have to do to amount to 10,000 people.
That's why I it's always so interesting. And the pandemic brought a lot of comics into the internet world. But Barstool obviously was digital from Jump Street. And we were doing, the internet the whole time, being like, yeah, let's get like 50,000 views on this video. And where in comedy, you're like, I need to fill up 500 people tonight. And it's so much more like those 500 people going out, seeing you, buying a ticket, laughing at you. Like you probably have deep fans for life as opposed to tens of thousands of views, which maybe are only there for 10 seconds. But the amount of people you can reach on the internet is just... It's I feel like a lot of the comics who have just now opened up their eyes to the power of the internet, it's like, yeah, man, this thing over here is fucking powerful. Sell your tickets, but also don't ignore this.
Yeah, there's definitely that shade in the beginning. You're like, oh, you're an internet guy.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic kind of really merged everybody. They're like, look, you make your shitty content. I make my shitty content. We don't bat an eye. If something bombs, you just pretend you don't even see it.
Yes.
But if you think about it, what really did it for me, what did it for me is I'm thinking like, who's the biggest comedian in the world? One of them, Kevin Hart, obviously. Let's say he does a tour of 10 cities. Each city has 10,000 people in it, right? Like that, he's doing massive shows, but still you can put out a video that does like 8 times more views than that, which is crazy to think about. Like Kevin Hart, biggest entertainer in the world, and then you put out one video and you can reach a bigger audience. Now, obviously he's making fucking racolas doing those shows, but it is interesting. Like the amount of shows you'd have to do to get 1 million views.
Yes.
Visually.
Right. It's crazy. Nuts. I mean, it's like, is there, once you made it, and so you're racking up like millions of followers, right? What's like your biggest platform?
TikTok is my biggest platform, but I think half of those are fucking bots from the government. So who knows?
But once you start pushing M's on that followers, it's like, is it? I guess is it like the love of the game that still will be like, I'm gonna go to the club and play for 250 people tonight just because I love stand up and that's where, or because to me I'd be like, I don't know, I'm gonna bang out another video and reach another like 10 million people.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of that. It's I got to do both because what they fulfill different kind of like feelings. There's nothing better than live stand up. That feeling of hitting that laughter is like no amount of views will ever make me like be like, oh, I feel like I've been, my worth has been, what am I trying to say here? But like valued. I've been valued by it because like the internet is so weird. You post a video, you see the views go up, you refresh, but you're not feeling those 1 million people laughing and patting you on the back.
Not at all.
It's a number.
Right.
So I would
you know what it is?
Much rather go down.
I think this is what it is. It's like I would imagine if you're on stage, there's the occasional heckler or some shit who talks shit about you, but it's widely people who came out either for you or came out to laugh, and they're gonna laugh. Yeah, you'll bomb every now and then, but mostly it's love and laughter and all that shit. The internet is a fucking gruesome, ugly, disgusting place where like love on the internet is worth like 1/1,000,000th of the hate. For every one person who talks shit, I need like 1,000,000 nice comments to outweigh that. So it's like one is kind of
love on the internet. Love on the internet is just not telling me you hate me.
Yes.
Like if you're not explicitly telling me you hate me, I'm like, well, that person likes me.
Yeah.
So that feels
Which
good.
is so sad. That's so sick. It's like, please just don't wish me death and I'll consider it a win. But that's where, being both for yourself, an internet guy and a stand-up guy, you're going to bomb and you're going to eat shit and you're going to have to deal with like the times where right in front of you are 300 people or whatever being like, you fucking suck, dude. And then you post a video that maybe that doesn't hit quite right and bombs and you don't get the same amount of views or the same amount of likes. And that fucks with your mental health and your depression and shit. You gotta have thick skin to do both on the level that you do it.
Yeah, what I've realized is stand-up is more forgiving in a sense of like, let's say this joke bombs, you're like, I got another one right there. Boom. If that, like, I'm always thinking what's next. So if something's not going my way, I go, let me throw in an A-list top tier joke. Boom, right? But if a video bombs, I can't get that same audience to be like, well, hold on, wait, watch this next video.
Right.
They're moving on. Yep. They're leaving hate comments. They're like, fuck this guy. And what's crazy about 2021 is you can get heckled in emojis, right? The worst, you can get heckled by the straight face emoji, the dude with the line mouth, just this one. It's like, that's almost even worse because you picture that person as an emoji. So you're like, I'm bombing in front of goddamn animated figures over here.
What would you say is worse?
It's hard.
What's worse for you if you bomb on stage? Let's say, you bring up the other jokes and you try to hide it, but like the whole set falls flat, or your weekly video or whatever it is, it's like, you usually get X many views and you get half of that and all the comments are the straight face. Which one is harder to recover from?
Harder to recover from, I might say video. Because video is like, bomb is like, because you can get up the next night and be like, it'll be a different audience than the one you had the night before, but you're like, all right, time to get back on track. Let me feel good again.
Yeah.
So you can prove yourself real quick, but the internet is such a weird place because the people who watch that video now have that impression and they might be like, Trev had a good run, but he kind of fell off, so there's like that, each video I put out, I kind of have to be careful to be like, this is a good video. I don't want to rush anything, versus stand-up. I'll go up there with a half-baked premise I thought about while I was on the shitter that morning. And if it gets a few laughs, I'm like, okay, I'll work on that. But like, once a video's, you can always make your stand-up better, but once a video's out, you can't take the comments, re-edit, and then re-upload and be like, now look at it.
Right. Yeah. I think I feel like comedy crowds generally understand that you're watching like a work in progress, or this is, sometimes you even go up there with a book or a notebook or whatever, and you tell the audience I'm working on some shit. Whereas the internet thinks like, this is it. You put your heart and soul into this one video, and it defines who you are in its entirety. And if it sucked, I hate you forever. Fuck the internet.
Yeah,
man.
they're like, this is the final draft of the video. You are ready to present this. But a lot of times I'm like, I've been staring at this video for so goddamn long. I need to just post it, or else I'm gonna keep fucking with it.
Yeah.
Here you go. And then a week later, I go, why didn't I add this? Why didn't I, so it's the internet might be a harder seek of validation with the bomb because it's a timestamp. It's like this video's locked in there.
That's why you just gotta tell everyone like I don't even like it. Like oh, you hated it, fucking
Bro,
so did
I had such a funny experience with that. I was talking to some guy at a show. I was doing a show with the Chad Goes Deep guys. You know them? So I was doing Chad Goes Deep. They do like the courtroom stuff where they. Yeah. So I was doing a show with them, and we were talking about weird interactions. And this guy comes up to me in the green room. I don't even know how he got in there. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I came for Chad and JT, and I've been watching your stuff lately, and yeah, I'm getting there." And I was like, "It's just a weirdo." So me just trying to find a cop out. I'm like, "Yeah, man, they're all hit or miss. They're not all great." And he goes, "Yeah, what is that? What is that?" I was like, "Dude, I don't fucking know. I'm not. LeBron James is off games. Let's just say that. Right? Not every single video is a home run.
How
I'm experimenting.
How fucking existential and abstract of a question is that? Like, yeah, man, life is sometimes hit or miss. What do you want me to explain about it, bro? Sometimes things aren't great. What the fuck does that mean? What is that about?
You have bad days sometimes or something like that? What's your problem?
Well, you have different emotions. You feel different things, and what the fuck, man? That's wild.
And then he proceeded to tell me that he does motorcycle rentals in San Diego.
There you go.
I was like, some of my videos aren't going to resonate with your audience. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry the Harley Davidson crowd isn't going to hit on this Portland, Oregon joke that I'm doing here. So it's just very funny that
I heard the way
people don't see it that way.
The way you spoke about trying to talk to your therapist about this shit. And that it's hard to find someone who kind of can understand the new age. Like, you don't get if I don't get a lot of likes, that fucks me up mentally, and that some old dude from the wrong generation isn't gonna quite get that. And I'm sure like they're it's more like the likes on the internet. They don't have to know exactly about how that works. It's more about what's going on in between your ears. But I do get that feeling where it's like if you haven't lived it and don't get exactly what we're going through, you're not gonna be able to help me.
Yeah, it's like your dad being like, "Yeah, you'll get through this," and you're like, "You're just saying shit."
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe I fucking won't, Dad. You have no clue.
Don't even get me started on this. Like, don't even. I don't know how much time we got left, but we're gonna have to add another fucking hour on the clock if you want to get going on this. But she's like, I understand. I'm like, you don't understand it being there. When you're trying to fall asleep, they're coming in, and when you wake up, they're coming in, and when you're in the shower, they're coming in. And one day she's like, why don't we do a little thought exercise? Why don't you just start reading the comments? Like, read your DMs. I spent 15 minutes. I was like, what are you doing to me? What are you, nuts? What kind of, well, why did Columbia even give you a degree? This is insanity.
Yeah. What kind of, that's like looking the bull in the fucking eyes and being like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I read comments I scroll to half the words they're showing. And then I'm like, okay, that's a laughing emoji. We're peeking out, we're good.
Until you get to the word like but. It's like, that was funny, but nope, that doesn't count. That's all good. I do take pride in the fact that I genuinely believe people at Barstool, people like yourself who are on the internet and have been on the internet and are young enough, we are legit like the trailblazers of it, for better or worse. Not saying that we're like the funniest and we're making the industry. We're just like, there's very few people that I can turn to, tell them what I'm going through, and they can actually relate and actually tell me, like, if I ever came to you and I said, like, man, I put this video out today, it didn't work, and blah, 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 and you said to me, like, oh, well, this one time, this happened, and don't worry, because, ended up okay, I'd be like, all right, word. Like, Trevor knows that, and John knows that, a couple guys here. Very few, man. Like, I can count on, like, one hand, maybe two hands, that I would actually value their opinion, because everyone else is... It's like, you have no clue. Like, oh, one time your boss, your coworker said something to you. Like, no, you have no fucking idea, man.
And that's literally, instead of like reaching out for like professional help, which I probably should do, whatever. But I usually just ask my close friends and I go, dude, views are down. What the fuck's, and he's like, bro, I was just going through that shit. And then just hearing somebody else have that same problem makes me feel better that it's not just me. And then, I'm just bouncing, and now it's like a running joke. We can just call each other and be like, this is what's happening. And he's like, oh, bro, me too. And then you just kind of talk shit on the internet and be like, fucking YouTube and Instagram, it's all dead right now. And then you laugh it out.
I went through, what did I do?
You know how many times I said it's the algorithm and it's the pandemic for the last year? Like, fucking pandemic. No one's leaving the house. What do you expect? They're fucking sick of stuff.
Yeah, there was definitely a point in the pandemic where I was like, you know what it is? People are on their phones so much that they don't even want to see what's on their phone. They're sick of their phone. So their attention span, they're just scrolling to scroll, but they don't actually want to see what you're posting. You tell yourself everything.
I remember
that. I don't think that's crazy. Because I do that shit all the time. I just fucking I don't look at anything. I haven't read a tweet in 6 months. I've been on Twitter for 10 hours a day. Dude, I haven't actually read one in 6 months.
But bro, think about how many times, John, we've said, like you said, pandemic is here, podcasts are down, nobody's listening, right? And then you look at our boys doing Are You Garbage. Their shit started in the pandemic and has exploded. You got a guy like Tim Dillon who went from like middle level to like God level. There are podcasts that are thriving in the pandemic, bro. It's not the pandemic's fault.
Yeah, you'll tell yourself exactly what you want to hear. Exactly what you want to hear. You're like, people aren't driving to work. That's when a lot of our listeners are listening. So they're at home. The sound system is better in their Kia Soul than they're at their office. They're not listening.
It's actually been
like, we're back. Vaccines are here, and so are these brand deals for Manscaped. Let's fucking go, baby.
It's one of those things. It's so funny when like something happens like this, and people with no idea why it's happening start to speculate. Like it's just the conversation's coming up again with the NBA because it was down during the pandemic, and then like it's the highest ratings of all time. I think ratings are up 39%. Like since 2018 or whatever it is. And like during the pandemic, everyone was like, it's the fucking woke athletes. And now everyone's like, everyone, like no one has any idea about no one has a clue about anything in the world. At all.
Because it's all so,
listening to speculate is so fun.
Dude, think about it. It's like, for the longest time, there was like television and that was fucking it. And yeah, there's like more channels were coming and cables coming. I'm sure that medium changed, but like that was it. Now, by the time you figured out why something worked, it's over. There's another fucking new app and another, it moves so fast. There's no chance anybody can be an expert in any of this shit. Everybody's faking it.
Yeah. The pandemic really just it just spotlighted everybody's opinion to be like, I can say a thing and people will believe me, and it doesn't have to be true in any regard. So now more than ever, people are more opinionated. Well, they also have more outlets to be opinionated on. Like what you were saying was when it was just TV, you can yell at the TV, but the only people that can hear you are 4 goddamn stepkids. So now it's like I can have an opinion, Fauci popping off, pop, 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 pop. And now all like 300 of the people that follow me on Facebook are just like, yeah.
We gotta form like a fucking like a Justice League, like a collective of people on the internet to just complain to each other. Like can I call you up and cry, man? And you can call me up and cry when you're going through it. It's the only way we're gonna survive this shit.
That would last for a week, and then somebody would be like, "Hey guys, just want to stop by and promote my OnlyFans." You're like, "Deborah, get the fuck out of here! This is where we vent, not jerk off. Give me that promo code."
You got a lot of OnlyFans chicks out there, a lot of girls that or people like around here. I think we all kind of know one or two, or you hear about the girl from high school or her friend or whatever. I feel like out in in an LA or a Miami or somewhere, it's got to be way more prevalent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And a lot of it also is like, OnlyFans, the name, you just picture just spread butthole, just right in, But it's really now, it's more so just like bikini pictures.
I know, it's some bullshit, man.
We're backtracking here, ladies and gentlemen.
Like if you're a chick who's not, I can understand, I suppose, if you don't want to put your asshole on the internet. You got some morals, family, whatever. But at this point where it's like, you can probably trick some people into at least a couple months of subscribing by just reposting your Instagram with maybe a little bit more. Like, just try it. Why not start an OnlyFans? Yeah. Literally only post your Instagram pictures and say, I've started an OnlyFans. You'll at least get like 10 grand. And then people will be like, fuck you. It's like, okay, whatever. I'm gone.
People get mad.
Yeah, they'll get mad, but I don't know, whatever. See you fucking later.
what I've realized is you don't want to fuck with horny people because horny people are the ones that then go on the internet and be like, it's the same photo on her Instagram. And then they just fucking dox her whole family's address because they didn't get a nut off and couldn't see an areola. So, it's like if you watch a movie trailer and you're like, that looks good. And then you go to the movie and then they just rerun the movie trailer. You're like, I already saw this. What are we doing? Show me the full thing. So, yeah. At least if you show one nipple, I think you're good, right?
I don't even know, man. Nipples these days, like, grow up. Your tits?
Yeah.
You think I want to see your tits? Come on.
I'm part of like the anti-free the nipple campaign. I'm like, put that shit away. I'll wear a sweater the whole time. What do I fucking care? That does nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, and you can really, I mean, a lot of girls won't be so out forward with it and be like, here's the OnlyFans link. It's always like the link tree bio, or to be like, or not Instagram proof, or
18 plus
adult content.
Right.
Swipe up.
You're trying to hide that shit.
Like girls,
it's OnlyFans. It's fucking OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. And there's like girls from my hometown that like don't even have like a big following, and it's just like normal chicks. And I see the link, and I'm like, I wonder, are they pulling in?
If you send me a link, I will subscribe. I will give it a look. That's kind of my thing. Is always I'll just take a gander, maybe for 1 month.
I'll take a gander.
Yeah, just a quick little look see. I just can't imagine being.
And then when it becomes inevitable, what I know it's gonna be, where it's just bikini pics. I always just I'm just sitting there in the toilet, just fucking smack my leg, and I shake my finger at the phone. I'm like, you fucking got
did it again.
You dirty dog.
You did it again.
You did it again. Yeah. The hardest part has got to be trying to promote it. Anything, you can't just walk into followers. I mean, maybe if you do certain shit, but the hardest part that I got to picture is some of these girls from their hometown. They're like, I'm hot. How do I get people to want to subscribe to this? Like, how do you market that? You just go on Instagram one day and be like, we're at the beach, pina coladas. Also, here's my pussy. And they're like, what was that?
Yeah. I you know what I think you got to do? Here's my business plan. I would start an OnlyFans. I would post. I would get the heat. I would get the trouble for, hey, this is just your bikinis or whatever. And then I'd like message or DM, whatever. I'd post like, I'm warming you guys up. I'll get there. I think just dangling the carrot to these guys that eventually I'll put my tits out. And then you get, see how long this can last until you're eventually comfortable to actually show them a pussy flap. Just buy some time.
Little internet foreplay.
Exactly. You can't. It's our first date. This is our first date. Come on. It's month number 1.
Yeah, no, that's really smart. What I'm waiting for is when's the first teacher OnlyFans scandal? When's the next 4th grade art teacher gonna be like, Mrs. Wagon has a wagon, and then just like the local Times. I'm surprised it probably already has happened.
Oh, it has happened.
There was one teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Mom.
Yes, because
she wasn't a teacher.
I'm pretty sure she was a teacher, and one of the class moms outed her. It was like some.
I think she might have just been a mom at a Catholic school.
Oh yeah. That's what it was. She was a mom, and her kids got the boot. They said you can't. It was a private school, and they were like, we can't have your kids enrolled in this school because you do OnlyFans.
Oh, so the kids were enrolled, and the mom did OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. She's like, bitch, I'm trying to pay for Catholic school. What do you mean?
Yeah, this was mom.
Private school's expensive.
Oh, listen to this, right? Mom who makes $150K a month from OnlyFans says her Catholic school expelled her 3 sons because of her page. I'd be like, bitch, I'm buying the whole school, and the only 3 kids enrolled are mine. The rest of you motherfuckers are kicked out. That is
$150 a month.
And
that's
brother,
I thought it goes maybe less than that, and she kind of had to do one of those things where she makes a decision like, do my kids stay in Catholic school or do I just drop this? That's some we're the fuck out of here money. You'll go to PS 118 for a few months, then we'll get you a new one next year.
Did you
she'll
see
send those kids anywhere? Because what are those kids gonna do? Be homeschooled while she's filming, while she's fisting her asshole in the kitchen? She's like, keep the kids in school. I need my away time at home.
They're going to get a sippy cup for lunch snacks, and it's just filled with dildos in the top drawer of the dishwasher.
Don't touch that sippy cup,
bro. It's honestly it's straight like Shane Gillis's last skit with the OnlyFans dad. You want to go wakeboarding? You like all these nice things? It's because I'm on OnlyFans. I feel like if my mom was on OnlyFans, I would be like, we got to negotiate here. I got to get like a certain percentage of that money to make up for how much I'm going to get bullied. So I better be, the G-Wagon that I'm going to wrap around the tree. Like, we got to pay for that because I go to school every day and I get fucking crushed, lady. How much money would you need for your mom to be on OnlyFans? For you to be like, all right, I'll deal with it.
You know what I immediately think of is like, the funny part about OnlyFans is you can generally see how much money somebody's making by doing some quick math.
Yep.
So if I knew my mom was making $150K a month and I got off-brand fucking gushers in the kitchen, I'm blowing up the whole house, all right? So if my mom is treating me well and we get the Smuckers, we got all the Uncrustables, we got all the fruit by the fucking fruit by the foot, fruit by the yard, we got all that shit. I don't really care.
All right, how about, but wait.
Like,
so that brings up an even bigger question. Would you rather your mom have a poppin' OnlyFans page or a failure of an OnlyFans page?
Poppin'.
Right? You can't have your mom be a failure OnlyFans, but even though that means less people are looking at your mom's asshole, less people are going to find out. You'll probably endure less bullying. The few people who do find out, it's like, yo, your mom's got OnlyFans and she's busted and she's got no followers. I'd rather her be the top 1%.
And it's fucking
when you got a Rolex
down
in
the
third
street,
grade.
the only guy. Like, no, I don't want that. That's just sad.
That's what I mean. And that's even weirder when it's like, Mom, you have like 6 dudes on the internet who jerk off to you, as opposed to like 60,000. That, I swear to God, let her be the biggest
invite
OnlyFans.
them over.
Yeah, the show and tell in class, you just bring your mom and they're like, oh, fuck! He's getting 93!
It's a weird fucking world out there, man. Last question for you. In the same regard, though, if you were a chick, would you do OnlyFans? Legitimately, it's easy to just say like, yeah, I'd do it. But I think I'm at the point where I think I would do kind of what I said. Like, I think I would try it out and see what I can get away with at least. No, you gotta.
Yeah, if I had thirsty DMs like on the daily basis, being like, "Hey, yo, let's go out, great fucking jugs," because I know I'd have a rack if I was a girl. I'd have a fucking.
Oh, really?
knocker,
I'd be an ass girl. I'd have a fucking donk on me. I'd probably be the girl. I'd be a butterface. I'd have no tits, but I'd have a fat ass.
Fat ass, yeah. But that's the thing with OnlyFans, and also in porn in this time we're in. There's one of the biggest porn stars on Pornhub doesn't show her face.
I know.
So you could do just ass. You could do just tits. So there's a market for everything. You could do just elbow. Like it's never been more like pieced out ever. So I would give it a shot. I would try it out. And then if it failed, I'd be like, wow, I lost a game of truth or dare. Somebody pay me.
I don't think, and I don't know a ton of people on OnlyFans. I know very few personally. It's all kind of tertiary people I know. But, like, I don't know anyone who's gone on it and regretted it.
That's what I mean. Like, every girl is kind of like, oh, I can't do this, my family this, my morals that. But then every girl who does do it is like, yo, my life is awesome. Like, just like I said, at least give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, but you're gonna when you're driving a Porsche and you got your own fucking house in the city you've always dreamed of living in, I just think the positives far outweigh the like. I mean, even think about it. Like, do you ever? You probably don't. You probably have balanced your content enough. But like in the early days of Barstool, we were fucking renegades on the internet, man. We were saying the most fucked up shit. We were peddling true smut. We're like, look at this hot girl from college. Go jerk off to her. I mean, it was grimy. And even that had people like my parents had to be telling people like, but he's successful and he's happy because enough people were like, ooh, your son does that. So it's like if I had to deal with it a little bit, like, and I got over it, they got over it. It's all the same shit. Where eventually all the people you love in your life would be like, yeah, but they're doing well and they're happy. Fuck it.
Success makes everything, and people overlook whatever you're doing. Because
right.
Think about it. If you're trying to become, it's almost like if you want to be an OnlyFans girl, if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be a comedian, everybody thinks you on the same level in the beginning. They're like, he's not going to make it. She's not going to make it. But once you be successful in any regard, they're like, yo, Trev, always been a fan.
Yes.
Or to the girl,
yes.
Yo, Cynthia, I always knew you had a fat fucking rack. I was too scared to tell you.
I'm sex positive. You're. It's actually feminism. All that shit. The narrative changes real quick when you're successful and got money.
The success thing, because like even when early on my parents would introduce me to people at weddings or churches, whatever the fuck, they'd be like, "This is my son. He does comedy," and then this is my son. He does comedy, and they'd be like, "Oh, what does he do? Is that like a full time or hobby and this and that?" But like, you know, my parents back then would be like, yeah, he's working on it. But now they're like proud to be like, oh yeah, Cheryl, you bitch. That's his full-time fucking job.
He bought me a fucking house, okay, motherfucker? Yeah. Money changes everything.
And he showed his penis. What? So it's success is the berry of anything. You know, the bigger question is like, you know, I would rather try to get popping on OnlyFans if I was a girl than sell fucking Arbonne or fake makeup or, you know, protein.
Absolutely, man. There's something more honorable about it.
Higher success rate too, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah.
Rather just being some schmuck.
Or just combine the two. Combine it. Sell me some whey protein. Show me some coochie.
Rub that tea on your fucking. Rub it everywhere, man. Yeah, dude. It's make that money, man. What do you got going now? You selling tickets? You back out on the road? Are you just doing videos? What's up?
Yeah, back on the road, man. Hitting the road pretty heavy in the fall. So they got me doing just some like warm up kind of random markets just to kind of, you know, stay sharp during the summer. Going to like places like Des Moines, Iowa in like 2 weeks. Then I got like Cincinnati, fucking Oklahoma City, and Spokane, Washington. But these are cities that are just pumped to have you.
Yep,
you know,
for
when you
sure.
perform in a place like New York, they're like, I saw John Mulaney at a cheese shop last night. So you kind of have to bring the heat and be like, here's why you should take the F train, you know, 20 minutes to see me versus I was just in Omaha last weekend and I'm just genuine happiness for them. So, you know, I'm stoked. You know, I got this podcast, Stiff Socks. That's getting that's doing well. We're going to take that on the road pretty soon too. And just you know, that stuff.
Yeah, we were talking. We got to do a KFC Radio Stiff Socks crossover. Get your co-host in the mix, and we'll bang it out.
That'd be awesome. Have you guys done any live podcast stuff?
We did like we've done one-offs like here and there over the years. We did the Wilbur a few years ago. That was our biggest one, and then that was back when Big Cat was a part of it. And we kind of had like our last show with the three of us, and we did a couple nights at the Wilbur, and then we started to do once a month shows in Caroline's right before the pandemic. So we were like every month, one date will be at Caroline's. Like we joked it was like our little New York City residency. And then we had like a little tour planned, and it was literally like we were about to announce in March of last year. So that went out the window. So we're just getting back into it now. We're gonna go to Levity in Nyack in Rockland, right outside the city. So we're easing back into the live show. We were kind of joking it was like a mini residency at Caroline's because we were just doing it like there once a month. And then we had planned like a little like a mini tour that was supposed to it was like March of last year. It was like right before the pandemic. I remember I said to John, maybe we should just go forward with it because we'll be the only ones who are doing shows. Everyone else would be afraid. And then I was like, yeah, bro, nah, the whole world's done. So we
you're like, where you pussies at? We're performing.
That was my plan.
Like,
we're Barstool. We're fucking Barstool. We'll do fucking shows anywhere.
Yeah.
No, man.
There's just 4 dudes in the crowd in overalls. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so that went out to shit, but we just announced we're doing Levity Comedy Club in Rockland, like right outside New York City. So we're trying to get back into to that. But yeah, so you're gonna do when you do a live podcast versus
we haven't yet.
You haven't done it yet. Because that's
we really want to.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
We just don't want to like seem like we just don't want to seem like we're like phoning it in. Like we want to like make it a show where it's like we'll do stand up in the beginning and just to warm it up, and then we'll do the show. Because I don't know, and I think people's expectations are like, yeah, they're just gonna go up there and talk. So I just want to make the show like a level above that.
That's exactly where we're at because we don't do stand up, so like we don't have that act to do. If I could do what you just described, I think you're golden because we tried to do like some little bits and kind of make it gimmicks, and all the feedback from those shows were like, bro, we just want to see you do your show. Like the show that we listen to every week, we just want to see it. But my thing is
that's also true.
I know though, but if I paid money and I came out to a comedy club, like when I'm up there, I actually get so fucking nervous hosting live podcasts because I'm like, fuck, they're not laughing. Because sometimes you have like a 10-minute convo that's a good convo, but it's not like laugh out loud funny. So I'm like, shit, we're bombing. No one's laughing. But they're like, nah, we're good, man. We're enjoying it. So I try to give them a little bit more, but just try to keep it like what your regular show is.
I think that's very true because they just they love the show so much they just want to see the show live. So you don't have to go out of your way to make things too different. They're like, yeah, just do the show. But it is interesting, and that's why I love recording in a studio with just me, Michael and our producers, like, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm
Right.
not trying to look for the joke.
Yes.
But I think in an audience, you might kind of be like, aha, and you're like,
exactly. It's like it's like a reflex. Like I'm like, oh, come on, make them laugh. And then sometimes, you know, you go for the low hanging fruit or you're hacky or whatever it is, and it's like, So yeah, I think we're gonna do some shit with like audio visual. You put up like a screen, you can put some videos up.
That's the element where you can enhance it, where you're like, whatever you're talking about is now behind you, and it's like everybody's on the same page.
Yes.
They're like, wow, I didn't know that our teacher did have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There we go.
Exactly.
So that makes sense.
That's the name of the game, man. I think there's money to be made, so we'll get out there. We should do a Stiff Socks KFC Radio live on stage one day, right?
To.
Cool, man.
That'd be awesome. I think I'm gonna do the New York Comedy Festival, so that'll be. I think it's in like November or something. I'll, we can just cross paths or even just chop it up or something.
For sure, man. I look forward to it, and I appreciate the time today, dude.
I also got this bad boy I need
Hey,
to do.
yours murdered it the first time, and COVID, unfortunately, like just absolutely demolished ATI. There was no chance. We tried to do it over Zoom a couple times, never translated, and I was like, who do I know well enough that I can hit up and be like, yo, do this yourself and film it. We'll send you the cards, send it back. You were the first that came to mind. Your shit's going to murder, man. We're rolling it back out in like a month,
exactly.
So as soon as you get the time.
Yeah, no, I'll set it up and I'll film it nicely because it's like some of these shows, like also like hot ones, it's like you can't do that on Zoom. You got to be in the room. So
yeah.
This one, I'll shoot it all normal, and now I can look at it and make sure I don't say anything. Because the first time I did it, I didn't realize how many times I said like bro or something like that. In the comments, like, how many times is this guy gonna say, bro? I was like, oh, fucking no, I'm at the Barstool office.
That's what we say. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro.
Say whatever you want, man. Fuck the comments. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited, man. And I got all these. I'll just grab like 10 random
I was gonna
ones
say,
and
let it
just
rip,
go
dude.
after
As
it.
many as you want, man. I appreciate the time, and thanks for doing that. And we'll catch you next time, all right?
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Kev. Have a good one.
You want the good news or the bad news? Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
I always go good news first.
All right, the good news is when we started this shit, only 10% of people watching our YouTube videos were subscribed. And now it's up to 40%. So that's almost like a 50-50 split. That's a 30% increase. A little math for you. That's the good news.
Too much math for me, but it's good news.
You know what the bad news is? That still means 60% of you motherfuckers aren't subscribed. It still means the majority.
It's a good thing I asked first, because that would have been backwards.
That'd have been terrible, yeah. Imagine if I was like, well, the good news is...
It's good thing I fucking go good news first.
60% still just freeloading off of our videos. And guess what? It's YouTube. You're all freeloading. It's not really all... The only cost is to push the fucking button.
Just push it. Push the button.
Push it. Push it real good.
Push it real good!